Welcome to the Digiverse.
Oh,
You want
Lord.
to try that again?
No,
I swear to fucking God.
I can't.
Motherfucker, I have to edit this now. You're trying again.
No,
You ever seen those
don't.
clips of like a racehorse? Like they fire the gun, they all like run out, and then the horse just falls over.
Lots of horse now?
Sure,
stays there.
it's better than. Well, no, Ray's a horse. I'm not a horse.
There are a lot
Could
of
be an
things.
emo.
They literally are.
So if Lot ever breaks their leg or something, we have to put them down.
Yeah, I'll
because
be euthanized. Yeah,
Oh, please, can I do it? Can I do it, please?
like
I think of like a doctor has to do it. So once you get like your veterinarian like doctorate's degree.
No, I'll just ship Lot out to Yuki. Yuki can just blow it between the fucking eyes, I guess.
yeah, like you don't even have to wait. No, honestly, you don't even have to wait. They usually just do it right there on the fucking track.
Don't they have like these like big tarps they like put up, right?
Well, yeah, they don't show people them blowing a horse's
No,
brains out.
Dude, I don't give a shit. I'll move in hopes that they'll die.
Anyway, we're not gonna talk about this anymore. This bad conversation. No, actually,
No?
hold on. Never mind. You can't euthanize me that way. You have to do the lethal injection, but you have to dispose of my body property. Dispose of my body properly by taking me out into the forest and strapping a bunch of dynamite to me and blowing up my carcass.
Lot,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would love to do nothing more than that. Yeah, dude.
Thank you.
Oh my god, you're so sweet. Would you really blow apart my carcass with 1 ton of TNT?
Dude,
What if it was like one of those like the videos you see on TikTok
On order, dude.
of the guy that like gets like whatever like stress toy and like cuts off one arm and like shoves the hose in it and just like inflates it full of water until it breaks?
You tell me you're gonna fucking inflate me big and round, Leon? Is that what you're fucking telling me right now?
I didn't say I was going to do it.
Can we go back to the
I don't-
killing conversation part?
I don't even know how to process that right
You're
now.
you're my
I just
friend and
wanted
I
to-
respect you.
I just wanted to say that like as a kid, like watching those fucking Wile E. Coyote cartoons, I always thought to myself, damn, TNT looks fucking fun to use.
And then you started watching Tokusatsu and it just kept going.
TNT is like by far the most appealing like looking explosive to use.
I'm gonna start the episode now.
Perhaps.
Oh wait, I need to think.
Maybe a good idea.
I need to think of a fucking. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Digiverse Divecast, the only Digimon podcast where all of the hosts really, really, really want to show off our new art assets, but we fucking can't yet because we promised we would wait until Tamers.
Speak for yourself, motherfucker.
You're just jumping the gun because you got it done on your own. Everything's gonna be new. There's a new logo. There's a new background. There's new art, except Yuki.
What, you know what else is gonna be new? I'm still gonna be jobless.
Yep. It'd be impressive if you could find one in time.
It's either like I don't know if I'm going to find a job, but also like I might as well look into going back to school and maybe finishing my degree. I don't know.
It's always an option. Remember, you can always go back to school, kids. It's never too late.
Yes.
It's probably too expensive,
Yes.
but it's never too late.
I theoretically the Pell Grant should cover it
The
when I fill
fuck?
out the FAFSA.
You have a
Yeah, well, because
Pell
I'm
Grant?
in state.
Oh yeah, I forgot Florida has like a bunch of actually decent fucking.
I'm also technically a not a dependent, so like
Dog, that's crazy. You found like one of the few good reasons to live in Florida. That's awesome, dude.
tell you it's a list that's getting fewer by the day.
Um,
Like, for context, I can't even get a job at Walmart right now. Fucking Walmart.
God damn.
My mom was like, you may have to get a job you don't want. And I said, Mother, I tried applying to Walmart and they won't hire me. And she kind of made a face of like, oh. And that's with the dumbed down resume, so they don't think I'm overqualified.
Oh my god.
Did they still think you were overqualified? Like,
I don't know what more they want from me for them to not ghost me.
It's like either that shit's always really fun. You either tell them all the shit and you're overqualified, or you don't, and then like what have you been doing for the past like 5 years?
Yep.
the shit that if I told you, you tell me you were I'd be overqualified for.
That's between me and me. You don't fucking need to know where I've been.
Qualified for something so stupid.
Anyway,
honestly, if they sorry, no.
What?
No, dude, we gotta move on.
I was gonna say, aside from Leon living in hell, anyone else got anything interesting going on? Actually, it hasn't been that long since we recorded, so like everyone already knows I'm living in Europe now and everything. I mean, I was here last time we recorded. It's fine.
We were, but it was like 2 months ago last time we recorded.
Jesus fuck.
We just do like the normal round of like introductions.
Oh fuck yeah, we like did that. We've been playing it so fast and fucking loose lately because none of these are like real. We haven't done a real episode in like a year, so Tamer soon. It's gonna be a live stream, probably like within 2 weeks of this coming out.
Yeah, we should.
We're like one of those long-running shows that doesn't do seasons anymore. It's just a bunch of quote TV specials.
Yeah.
Are you fucking saying we're South Park? Like...
No.
We might be.
South Park, but less racist.
That doesn't take much.
That's true.
So, South Park, but more? Question mark homophobic.
No, that's impressive.
We are probably more homophobic than South Park, yeah.
All right, let's do our introduction.
Yeah, hi everyone, I'm Lot. I'm really tired right now. I've had a very busy week. I recently applied to get my BSN to live here in the Netherlands. So I am probably officially staying for real. This was always the plan, but like it's becoming more and more like it's actually happening and they won't deport me in a couple months. Probably.
Yippee!
See you in a couple months, bud.
Don't fucking say that.
Welcome to Mamdani's New York, baby.
I wouldn't even go back to New York. I'd be in like North Carolina or some shit.
Welcome to... shit, you're gay and going in fucking North Carolina? Dude, you might as well shoot yourself.
I know it. Don't worry.
Alright.
It's okay, I'll never see Lot ever again because of this.
That's probably true. Anyway, just someone else go. I don't care. Just go in whatever order you want.
Hey, I'm Momo. FF14 has taken over my life again. I just got my relic weapon. It's really cool. It's really shiny.
Oh.
Hi, I'm Bridget. I love this show now because it gave me a national stop.
It gave you a
Nationals
what?
invite. Nationals invite. Very different.
I actually,
Oh.
I completely forgot. Like a week ago, you topped regionals and got your Nats invite
With the Beatbreak deck.
with Glowing Dawn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hello, I'm Yuki. I got data terrorist.
What? Oh.
Now it took you a second, didn't it? Goddamn.
I was like, oh, that's fun. I forgot we're talking about the fucking gift arc too. I was so focused on Kyo.
I'm still lost.
Tomoro really wants that terrorist pussy.
Alright. Okay, Yuki. I see how it is. Anyways, I'm Leon, and I'm unemployed, so I'm also playing a lot more Final Fantasy 14 lately. It's okay. I've gotten like I've gotten like 3 different people into the game, so I'm just like Sprout babysitting everything.
You're spreading
See-
you're spreading your unemployment.
You see, that's the beauty of FF14. You can only be too unemployed for it or too employed for it.
True.
There is no in
I mean, as
between.
in, you're too employed, so it's the only game you play.
Yeah.
All right, great work, everybody. I have no idea how we're gonna structure this, because I took too long.
Do you want me to try to like take a bit of charge on like just like what we talk about? So like because you're clearly too tired to like.
No, I should. I mean, because like we're doing the freeform thing now, because the summary is so lame, and I kind of hated the fact that we were just turning into a summary channel, and it was like so annoying. Like, we offered our own commentary, obviously, but like we were just like going bullet point by bullet point. So we could just talk. We'll split it up between the arcs. So we'll talk about Gift Arc first. I guess the easiest thing to do is we just kind of give general thoughts on the arc.
Really quick before Gift, because we talked about it. I feel like someone's gonna comment on it. There were the other two of the free like between episodes of the tactics and the Gift Arc that they did.
Yeah, the mini break thing. Yeah.
The Elysium one was actually really good. Appreciated that Haromi got like not just came back, but got like a pretty proper close to his arc, and Elysium herself was like really fun and all that.
Yep.
And like the confirmation that you can just have more than one Digimon, and it's like mostly fine.
Yep.
Kind of foreshadowing, actually. Now that I think about
it, a little bit.
Well, yeah.
I liked the bit where they implied that they implied Digimon human relations were like a thing you can do. That's
they sure did
really
have
into the furries on that one.
Yeah, they sure did have Elysium implying multiple times that Haruomi fucked her.
Like, yeah, they like just a command from Hama, just like, are you cheating on me?
Like, it was all tongue in cheek, but the language she was using was very clearly like.
I don't want to know what the fuck goes on in that Panama town shit thing, dude. Don't keep me out of that. That's scary. I don't want any of that.
Yeah, Haruomi has an Elysium now, and also works making pink curry at a restaurant in the Panamon town. That the name I'm totally forgetting.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be honest with you, Haruomi, that shit looks disgusting.
It does look really gross. Apparently it's good though.
I keep saying
as long as it tastes good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other one we didn't talk about was the Mummymon episode, which I feel was one of the most blatant examples of false advertising I've ever seen in my life.
That one was basically, wasn't that the one where it's mostly focused on the Digimon?
Yeah.
And there's like the funny like panorama shot of
them, like on the one hand that episode was fun, on the other hand, like with knowledge of how Gift actually went, maybe the most cuttable episode in the entire show for like anything else.
Yeah, it was purely a filler episode. Like, nothing really changed. It was just, they had some funny stuff with Hitomi. They had some funny stuff with like the Digimon becoming obsessed with their tamers and stuff. Literally just a nothing episode, but it was fun enough, so whatever.
Yeah.
And then the Gift Arc started.
Yeah, that's the housekeeping. So what do we all think of the Gift Arc, like kind of generally speaking?
We'll just go in the same order as introductions. I liked it. That's pretty, like, it is not as good as Tactics, but that's a fucking tall order. A lot of people are significantly harsher on this arc than I am. I think it definitely made some missteps as far as what they opted to spend their time on. But in the end, I think it was a solid arc that established some things about basically every character in the show that was good enough. Could have been better. It was fine, though.
I think I'm kind of in a similar boat. I would say, like, for the most part, I liked it. I think it, like, I have to wonder if they kind of did not, like, they kind of lost track of, like, how much, episodes they had to work with, because this feels like there was, like, way too many things in play for them to properly keep track of.
A little bit.
Like just like Gift as an organization, and then there's like how like hit like why am I forgetting her name?
Hitomi? No, not Hitomi. What the fuck was the
Miharu.
Miharu. That's her name.
Miharu. That was
Yeah,
it,
with it, like Miharu's thing, and then like you've got Mystery Man is like her like assistant, and then you're also finally getting the evolutions for Makoto and Reina, and then
You're really good.
and then you've still got to be still trying set up in the background, the 5 stars and what's going on with Chairman Wong, and there's like
what's going on with Chairman Wong?
And it feels like it kind of struggled to keep track of it all. Yeah.
All right. So pretty much the same, maybe like slightly leaning like a little bit more negative, but like mostly like the same. I think like specifically, like I like the Makoto stuff well enough. I think the Reina stuff in particular was really strong, which was the one thing that like that show needed after 24 episodes of almost giving that character nothing. Her like evolution episode by a mile my favorite of the entire arc, but slight bias might be applying there. I think it has like some of the best individual episodes of the entire show. Like there's a lot of one-offs in this that I think are really good, but I do agree, like I think it kind of just lost it just kind of lost track of like its main plot a little too much, and then kind of feels like it has to contract a lot of stuff near the end in a way that just leaves the whole thing in a state of like, I get what this is going for, I get like what we're doing here. It's not bad necessarily, but it feels like it lacked in execution more than the kind of incredible momentum I felt like the first like 12 episodes, and especially tactics and build up. That's it.
Yuki,
it's your turn.
I'm kind of indifferent. Like I like the Reina stuff. I'm like, that's probably the highlight for me. Everything else is just kind of. I wish they just had more episodes to work with to like properly flesh everything out. So it's like, could do better.
I am with the it's pretty good. Like it's not perfect, and it's certainly like Bridget said, like it didn't have quite the like barreling momentum that the first 2 arcs did, but I liked Miharu and like the stuff. The fact that we just got a full-on suicide on screen was crazy.
Hey, we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
But the level 5s for every that was the level 5s for everyone, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, level 5.
The level
Except for
5s for
Commodore,
everyone.
obviously, and
Perfect.
The perfect. I don't remember. I can't be bothered to remember the like titles for each level. I just call them the level 5s.
It's card game terminology.
Perfect. If our
Hello.
I think we're back.
Are we good?
Yes, we're good.
fucking Discord.
Fucking Discord indeed.
Let's talk about Discord.
Anyways, what we're talking about?
You had just finished wrapping up your thoughts, so
Yeah, it's good. I liked it. I didn't hate it.
Oh wait, hold on, is Bridget back yet?
Yeah, I'm here.
yeah.
Alright.
All right, thank God that didn't last too long. Holy fuck.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
A lot of technical difficulties today.
Yep.
Dude, it's a Pokemon. He's in the.
We're done with adventure. That motherfucker can stay over there.
Fine.
Do I not deserve to live? No.
Fine.
No.
It's Zed Millenniumon.
Maybe we don't know that yet. That's just, we're not talking about that. That's Oscar arc.
Potential mon.
Anyway,
After I get to the Wonder Swan games, we'll know.
okay, so we can So overall, the vibe is it's obviously not as good as Tactics. And come on.
But there's definitely
Yeah.
good stuff in there.
Yeah.
There is definitely good
It's good
stuff in there.
I would say like both
Yeah.
tactics and like first core. Like I would say first core is also like obviously.
Yeah, I would call
like,
this the
more
weakest
tough.
arc so far, but
Yeah.
It's still really fucking good. Like
The weakest arc in this
the
show is
weaker
still
arc,
something
but it's
I tell
not-
you to
not
watch
bad.
over so much Digimon shit, dude.
Yup.
Like,
yeah, like so long, and yeah, with because we're talking about the kill arc as well, which was in my opinion stellar, but we'll get to that. And then the final arc, which has at the time of recording, the final arc is the Asuka arc has started. We saw one episode. The next episode airs tonight. And the first episode was really fucking good. So, fucking forecast shows they are going to stick the landing, but we'll see.
God, that motherfucker better die. I don't want to buy dinner for all of you.
I forgot you were doing that.
it definitely almost makes like this is still mostly talking about Gift, but like just like a little bit of foresight. It definitely makes Gift feel like this weird like little not like a lull almost, where it's like because like the moment the Ko arc started again, and we're not talking about like the actual cons of it, but the first episode of the Asuka arc, it felt like the momentum just like immediately shot back from where we like from how like that was in like first core and tactics.
And it's funny because like a lot of that momentum is coming from small things they establish in the Gift arc. It's like fucking bizarre.
Like,
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
And this may be like really out there. Is it possible that like part of the reason they had Gift Arc like be the way that it was is so they could ramp up the atrocities being committed in the arcs after? Because like
I
don't know if that makes sense, but like obviously dark things have continued to happen, but like it feels like they keep getting worse.
I don't think they needed to. I think there was plenty
No.
of that beforehand.
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't.
See.
I didn't think it had that many legs to stand on, but it warranted at least a thought.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, it'd be kind of crazy to go into the office, go, okay, we need to let this woman commit suicide so we can kill this kid 2 episodes later.
yeah.
And they go, well, someone has to threaten to blow up a hospital first before you do that.
Yeah, we need to make the Joker like blow
I
up.
was
a
gonna
hospital.
make sure she looks like Harley Quinn.
And give her fucking Fakermon. Or Jokermon? Is it Jokermon or Fakemon?
It's literally
Jokermon.
Jokermon. It's
Okay.
literally the Joker and Harley Quinn.
I forget because there's another Digimon that is a funny clown jester and his name is Fakemon. It's an Appmon.
Oh, that's an
I know.
Appmon. Yeah.
They are Digimon. Appmon or Digimon. That is
I know,
confirmed.
I would not be surprised if we started seeing Appmon in Beatbreak.
No, the Beatbreak
Late
is
for that at this point.
Beatbreak is
I think
allegedly
they'd
a
have done it
Shambhala
by
show.
now, yeah. One day we'll get, maybe the next show there will you'll just see, like, you'll have like some background shot with a bunch of random Digimon and you'll just see like Gatchmon running around or something. Like, I feel like one day we're just gonna end up with that because there'll be no point in properly distinguishing Appmon from Digimon outside of they work a bit differently. But at that point you just look at it like, Digicross or DNA or whatever.
This is completely off topic and
names.
talking about content we're not discussing on this episode, but it's really funny, so I want to talk about it. It just like as a joke. Given the fact that they are kind of sort of implying Millenniumon might be the big thing at the end of this season, they're just like, okay, Millenniumon's a fucking Shambhala guy now, so we can do anything with him.
I don't think like Shambhala has like a proper villain outside of
Not yet.
like obviously like they've got like but like Satan Gokumon is just a fucking Pluto / Alphamon. Like that's not like the villain type, but they don't got like how the Royal Knights have the Demon Lords and how like the Olympus 12 have like the Titans and Coronamon and shit. Like I don't unless there's some new century shit I'm not aware of. Like the Tente Hachibushu have like no one.
I forget the name for them, but there's like, what are they? Isn't it literally just translates the 4 fiends?
Yeah, the 4 something fiends. Yeah. They have those.
There was, I think. I remember one of them was Dijangmon. I don't remember the names of the other ones.
It's Dijang. Whatever. This is completely off topic. So, but yeah. They do have an evil group. We just haven't gotten them in anything yet.
Like,
yeah.
Anyway, Gift Arc. Yes, gift. So, I guess just establishing the gift arc, like kind of going over what it is in case anyone is watching this without having seen the show. A, what is wrong with you? B, go watch it.
Don't do that. Like,
I like sure we'll sum it up, but like I show me the guy who's like I need to know. I'm not watching this show. I just need to know what these fuckers are saying about it.
You'll never know about Geo.
Actually, yeah, so this, like, the thing that's in the background right now is, like, a really deep-cut reference to material that occurs during Gift Arc, but you're not gonna know unless you watch, so fucking do it.
also Cougarmon.
Yeah, also Cougarmon's there. Actually, fuck, we don't need to summarize we need to summarize the fucking arc. Who cares? You people watched it. We're not doing that anymore. We're not a goddamn summary channel. Let's just talk about it. What should we talk about first? Let's go over major characters, I guess. Like Miharu, how do we feel about each one?
I like her.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about Miharu, because this is gonna be maybe a bit of a divisive topic, because I have pretty in-depth thoughts about Miharu that stem from personal real-life experience that I believe I'm the only one that has this, unless I'm unaware of some tragedies that have occurred in your all lives. So I'll go last.
None that I'm saying on this recording.
Yeah, I was about to say, even if they did happen, I'm not fucking saying them here. Like,
I guess I guess I'll go first because I feel like I can sum up mine up pretty quick. I feel like for Miharu, like, I like what they're doing with her, like the whole sorry. The whole thing where, she wants Digimon to like just she thinks Digimon should surpass us, take over and all that. That's kind of like and like for a while it's kind of like she's, oh, I'm just fulfilling my dead sister's wishes, and then it's like, no, it's actually like hers.
Yeah.
She's just kind of been subconsciously trying to pass it off as a thing her sister wanted and not her.
Mm-hmm.
And like obviously there's a thing where like it feels like just I kind of would have liked if she got to speak to Tomura a bit more before all this all started going down. But I think the big thing for me is like, obviously to like an extent this is on purpose, but I think the big thing that always like just hangs up for me is just how much she clashes with like the group she's a part of. Like it feels like she's just actually not paying attention to the group she's supposedly in control of. like obviously I get the idea of there being like, enemy like there's, people who they have different goals, but like every time they cut to like she's talking about like, oh, gifts, like this noble organization, we just want Digimon to be free and do as they please, and then it cuts to like a bunch of like faceless evil smirking people in a train, and then every other encounter with a gift member is like, again, something insane, like they're trying to bomb a hospital. So it just feels like it feels like it kind of undermines what they're trying to do with her. Like obviously, she's not like she's obviously doing like bad things and she's aware of that, but it feels like the types of things that the other members of her group are doing kind of like clash with what she's saying. You know what I mean?
I feel like this bit probably would have like maybe tracked a little better, because I think I'm kind of on your side on this one as well. If we had like one or two episodes where like the gift guy was like a more
on Miharu's wavelength, I guess.
Yeah. Like a sort of like I know what I'm doing is fucked up, but you can like really see how much they care about like whatever Digimon they're doing this for, instead of like pretty much every gift guy sends Miharu being like a, hi, I love committing I just love committing terrorism. Like I'm gonna say that I'm doing this also like it for this thing, and like I probably believe in it, but also God, I love committing terrorism.
I think just generally that was kind of like the core of like my issues. Like that's kind of where all the things that are make me a bit more iffy about this part stem from. But easily like obviously the individual episodes where everyone got their evolutions were really fucking good, but other than that, the I think my absolute favorite part of this arc was like when we actually found out about Miharu's sister. Like that flashback was all really well done.
Mm-hmm.
I would agree on the flashback part.
All right, Yuki Leon, you want to give your thoughts about the Miharu stuff? Again, I will go last.
I'll keep
I
mine
haven't even really
short.
said mine like fully, but let them go first because mine's like I'm a yapper, so.
Do you want to go?
It's the same thing. Yeah, it's basically like the same thing I feel with the arc overall. It's like I like what's there for her. I just wish there was more of it. You may go.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you had anything else to say. It was pretty short. I think I'm like sort of on the same wavelength of like, yeah, I liked her quite a bit, and I know I this arc might be more divisive than like what I imagined it is in my head. I'm not 100% sure what like the wider community's
very
thoughts on
divisive.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck
about.
like about general consensus about these kinds of things, but even I know that this arc is kind of like divisive among everyone.
But I think it's interesting like how effectively her grief gets like transformed into an like act of violence, and I kind of thought they would do more with like the followers of Gift, which like when I first saw them I'm like they're being mind controlled somehow, which I think might still have been true, but they didn't really elaborate on it enough. And I thought it like if it was happening even to like Miharu, it comes off more as like she was either being manipulated or manipulating herself or both into like
it's like very much kind of like column A, column B type thing. It
right.
Like, yeah.
Like she was perpetuating these things on her own, but she also had outside forces that were like, no, let's go. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Which is, it's kind of interesting how those two like interacted and just sort of made each other worse.
Bridget, you said you had more to say?
Okay, so like I mean I just kind of said things about the Gift, like the Gift as an organization, which is like I think we're kind of just sort of ending up like kind of combining like the thoughts about the organization.
It's all one thing.
It's like I think that was just kind of like, again, like the problem about Miharu interacting with Gift. I think just the problem there more than anything was just like comparing this to like Tactics, which was like, the organization we were fighting, like the arc before this was like you got this very clear sense of how Tactics operates and like the loyalties and stuff and like how the whole structure work, and like Gift by comparison felt so much more vague and like, again, like what we saw of them felt very one-sided in a way that didn't line up with Miharu, that it's like at the very least like easy to interpret in like a pretty kind of negative way. I think as like for Miharu herself, I think this is one of those cases of like I get what we're doing here. Like I get it, and I think at least conceptually it's like really interesting. I think at least bare minimum until the flashback, and even then, like I personally I was still a little bit iffy after the flashback. I just execution wise, I just wasn't that invested in her, I guess. Like, and I think that's why maybe the finale felt a little bit more flat for me than everyone else here. Just like it felt like I just wanted to see more of her. Like I wish the arc had her more in it, and I feel like that would have like done a lot for me to care beyond just like getting what everything is going for. But just on the whole, I'm just kind of, I guess, neutral about it. Like, again, like in concept, execution, little wanting for me, but that's pretty much where I'm at.
Okay. I am now going to talk for about 10 minutes, making a bunch of inferences and reading probably way too much into certain aspects of this arc. So, I have a lot of thoughts about this arc. I don't know why I do, but it's something about just the way things happen in this arc just kind of it's not. I'm trying to think of the best way to word this. It didn't sound awful. It's not. It's like the opposite of rub me in the wrong way, rub me in the right way. That's bad.
I think that's called masturbating.
That's why I'm just like, I can't. No, it's just something about it just kind of tickled a part of my brain that made me just think about a lot of things. It really started with that first conversation between Tomoro and Miharu that happens really early on, where there's that immediate connection between them over the mutual loss of a loved one that they cared about, like the sudden, unexpected loss of a loved one. Her with her older sister, Tomoro with her older brother, or with his older brother. Oh, sorry, I accidentally revealed Tomoro's trans. I didn't mean to do that. That's way later.
We haven't had the beach episode yet.
But
a proper one.
Again, I obviously will not go into details, but as someone who has personally experienced the sudden loss of a loved one, very unexpected, and specifically the loss of a loved one where I'm present, there is a certain like meeting someone else who has been through that kind of experience is uncommon, especially when it is still so fresh for you and you are currently still like actively attempting to seek out other people, and it's like Tomoro's only just recently gotten back on his feet, because like the end of the Tactics arc was really him coming to like fully accept, you know, Glowing Dawn as his family and everything, and like he's finally starting to open up and be willing to accept other people into his life. And the first thing that happens is he meets this other person who has this shared experience, and so, you know, they immediately hit it off and everything. And I do wish there was more like conversation between Miharu and Tomoro, aside from the like two major ones we really got before everything goes to shit. But I do, at the very least, understand from Tomoro's perspective this immediate like latching on to this person and just believing that she is someone who is like, he can't fathom the fact that she is a bad person, because how could someone who experienced these things and gave him this sense of comfort be a bad person? It's that mental disconnect. And like,
can I quickly, like, just because I think that is actually very compelling. I think, and this, like, beyond just, you know, the raw act of having more conversation with Miharu, I think maybe this would have hit for not just me but a bunch of other people better. If I feel like it would have worked a lot better if we got a little, even just a little bit more like interiority from Tomoro about that. If that makes sense.
We don't, like, that's a thing that is actually pretty present throughout the show, is we don't hear Tomoro's internal dialogue like much at all. We very rarely hear what he's thinking, and I kind of think that's really interesting. And I don't know if that's like an intentional choice or just something the writer doesn't really do.
Yeah, because it was like with Masaru, like you know, in his last show, it's like, yeah, he doesn't do it a whole lot, but also like
that's fucking Masaru.
I think there's like five active brain cells in Masaru's head at any point, so you can kind of just write it off as that.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, that just might be like a writing style thing. I don't know. Yeah. I'm not like, that's not something I've thought super deeply about. And I'm gonna talk about a bunch of stuff that is probably maybe giving the writer too much credit, but it struck a chord with me in a particular way. So I like to think about these kinds of things. As far as like the stuff with Miharu, like that disconnect and the weirdness of her being like, because you guys mentioned like her doing all these things and seemingly being unaware of it. To me, like when the reveal happens, like when Mephismon is just like, no, this ain't your sister's dream, this is what you wanted. Like, to me, what that kind of like gave me was that Miharu was 100% aware of what was going on and what Gift was doing. In her head, she was justifying it as, you know, ends justify the means. This is for the sake of my sister's dream and everything. But like, this is what she wanted. The grief of watching her sister die in front of her kind of, you know, fucked with her really, really bad, to the point where, like, I think she just kind of gave in to grief at that point, and like that's when the Wizardmon shows up and feeds on those negative emotions and like the E-Pulse and everything, and immediately becomes Mephismon. It's very, I don't know, it just that was like how I read that entire interaction. It
kind of feels like, and this is the read, but again, I almost take this less as a criticism of Miharu than just as of Gift an organization, as an organization, like that whole thing, because it kind of does just feel like Miharu is almost like kind of mostly disassociating throughout the entire arc.
No, I like completely agree that she seems almost non-present from like it. Like, she puts on the helmet and does her announcements to Gift, and she's clearly giving the orders. She's aware of what's happening, but like when she takes off the helmet, she instantly slides back into that I am not the leader of Gift. I am Miharu. I am just someone trying to fulfill my sister's wishes. It's almost like the fucking Green Goblin mask, but not with all the baggage that comes with that. It very much feels like, God, if I had seen Code Geass, I might be able to make a better comparison here. I've never watched that show though.
Kind of.
We need to fix that.
She's kind of doing the Zero thing, but like,
yeah, and
like,
I like obviously,
like there's a bunch of differences there. It's like superficially similar, at least.
Yes, and for me, like, the members of Gift, like, being this faceless mob, like, I almost, again, maybe giving the writer too much credit here, but almost feels intentional as, like, a way to be, because, you know, this show is very, like, about, you know, just, like, AI, its effects on people, and by extension, you know, because it's a Digimon show, just like the digital landscape, how these things can affect us. And it very much kind of reads to me like Gift is this anonymous hate mob, where it's like, these are people who are just kind of like average people who, when given this, I guess, opportunity to be a part of this group, to, you know, attack and like get one over on people they view as lesser or people who are a problem, all morality just goes out the fucking window. And there's like, yeah, I'll bomb a fucking hospital. Like, why not?
Well, one of those things too, where it's like, easy for people to like justify this if they can, one, do that anonymously, two, if they have anything to virtue signal
Yes.
about, to like,
Absolutely, yes.
kind of to justify it in their head.
And again, I am fully admitting I am probably reading too much into it, but this is just like, I don't know. This is all stuff I just kind of like thought about, and I don't know why the Gift arc is the one that like made me think about this kind of stuff. Maybe it is because like there's so much, like, you know, a mile wide, inch deep type stuff. Where it's like, I just kind of want to like see what's beneath the surface and maybe like just read into it more than maybe the author intended. Maybe, I don't know. I just think it's fun.
I think this though is like almost part of like why I wish that the actual Gift stuff and like the Miharu stuff got more time, because like I feel like I would like that for the work to at least have a couple more words on the paper to like support the reading, if that makes sense.
No, I 100% get that. Like, I am, for all intents and purposes, grasping at straws here. But, like...
Yeah, like again, I think your interpretation is interesting and probably valid on some level. I also think it does kind of support the idea of like, I don't think enough time was spent on Gift to the point where it's like hard to properly like call like a concrete read out of like what the overall intent with them was, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I like, and that's totally real.
Yeah. And just kind of trying to, you know, put like a bit on the other side.
Little wrap it up in a little bow, and now we can talk about Miharu's fuck ass assistant that, as it turns out, is way more fucking important than anyone thought he was going to be.
And Miharu herself was.
And Digimon, I wasn't even sure was real. It is Digimon that I wasn't even sure was real.
We still don't know what it is.
Oh no, it was one of the ones that
or...
yeah, it was Splashmon.
Was it Splashmon?
Because I'm pretty sure it was Splashmon because he took
Splashmon
it
didn't
from
get like deleted at the end
Soji.
of that arc, right? Like he just kind of got it back.
I don't think so.
Like,
I don't.
I don't think you see that one get deleted. No.
Yeah, I think it's just the Marine Devimon you see get fucked up.
Because yeah, they say
the Rosemon comes back to.
Yeah, they say
because you see him get
Lila.
because you see Soji get the Marine Devimon, but you never see him where like. You never like
where he gets Splash Money from, yeah.
And like and earlier on you just see the guy like because like you don't even see his Digimon until after the arc, but then you see him appear like an explosion of water. It's like oh, so I have to assume the Splashmon was what is or / was his.
I will say we're leaving Asuka arc like I'll put the first episode of Asuka arc in this bed because otherwise like there's like actually like nothing to talk about with this fucking guy. Like I get that like currently we know his goal was to become a 5-star. I mean we have episodes left, so I'm not knocking this. I'm just like I don't know what he wants from that. Like
okay. So real
it could
quick,
just be he wants to be at the top.
It's possible. Okay, so real quick.
Yeah.
As of right now, we do not know what his Digimon partner is, or if he even has one. The stuff he does, we never see a Digimon do it. And like, there's an implication that he cold-hearted someone with like a flash of light. So we don't know if it was a Digimon partner or he could be a Digimon masquerading as a person.
That one
would not be the first time.
Actually.
Yeah.
I'm even in this show that happened with the fucking my Vandamon shit. We'll talk about that in a bit.
There's a very real chance that he is a Digimon masquerading as a person, and like, because his actual goal for being a part of Gift was to get the white core, which was something that was contained within Mephismon. For reasons unknown. It was probably just part of the experimentation and like fucked up shit they were doing to Miharu's sister, which is how it wound up there. Or no, I think she stole it. She might have stolen it or something. The fucking as part of the Gift arc, Miharu's sister gets fucking. It's a lot. We'll talk about it later, but it's a lot. But yeah, he was after this thing called the White Core, which is essentially like an e-pulse amplifier. It's like basically it's an unlimited source of e-pulse that absorbs other people's, amplifies it, and then spits it back out. It's
dog. I get to run with infinite e-pulses in my Beatbreak deck. Let's go.
Like genuinely, it's like a fucking scary thing, and like he steals it after Mephismon dies and gives it to a guy. We'll get into fucking Soji.
That fucking bum ass piece of shit.
One of the most.
Kyo gave him one hell of a wedgie.
Most divisive character of all time, maybe. I think Soji's fucking awesome, but I am biased for several reasons. But yeah, so his name is Kishiwada Kanchi, by the way.
That was his fucking name.
Kishiwada.
That's like he's like this little schemer who's like been doing things to the background, but it's like he's not really a character. But he's also like not really a character yet.
It's so funny. Like they're having him pull the mask off of being the evil vizier before they've established like him as a person. It's kind of awesome.
Dude,
you kind of just expect him to just go away in the background.
It's like also just he has like such a bland design compared to everyone else around him.
He's like the most bland, like important character in this show by like a mile.
Which I guess is like on purpose, like you assume you don't really. He's like unassuming until he like shit. You see him get the cube. It's like, oh, this guy's got more shit going on, but it's just like, oh, okay, I guess this guy is important.
And a problem even.
Yeah. He's doing his little schemes. I think that's pretty much all you can say about this fucking guy. There's like literally nothing else there at the moment.
It's gonna be so awesome when he's like the most crazy, badass, important guy. He's gonna wind up being like, I don't even know what the fuck he could be.
He's gonna kill the chairman.
He's like a water-based guy, so we don't know enough about Shambhala yet.
Well, I feel like there was theories that it wasn't Splashmon because we saw him like appear out of water before.
Yeah.
Before we knew that Splashmon was a thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And there was like a theory I saw on the subreddit or something that it was some other Digimon that evolves into something on the Royal Knights equivalent, whatever it's called.
Tensei Hachibushi?
Gumon?
Yeah, maybe, possibly.
I don't think he's a big fish.
I don't think he's. Well, I mean, he is kind of a big fish in terms of the plot.
We already did see Marine Bullmon here, so I don't know if they'd like.
Imagine it's evil Ryugumon. That'd be crazy.
Unless Linemon punches water.
That'd be a really weird one to fucking break out. Is like, of all the Tensei Hachibushi, not any of the new pendulum new century guys or whatever. Nah, the fucking fish from Liberator.
The show did seem to have a thing for like Liberator Digimon.
It does. We've gotten Pyramidimon, we got Elizamon, we got Marine Bull. Yeah. I'm half expecting to see Shushu by the end of this.
I hope so.
Okay, we got a little off track because we were talking about Kishiwada.
Very convinced. Yeah, sorry. Just I'm thinking like Sushi would be a more convincing like pre-Evo for Bearcat than Wolver probably is actually.
Yeah, a little bit.
God, literally, I don't know what else to say about Kishiwada. It's like, yeah, no, he's pulling out his little schemes.
We're watching
doing stuff.
We're watching his career with great interest.
Yeah.
I would like to see what atrocities he is capable of.
Okay, I think the best thing to do next, since let's just talk about like because we're already at like an hour, so let's try to get through the rest of like our gift art discussion. We could just talk about like Scourge Kirop and Bearcat and like their episodes their stuff like that. So
please, you have to do Scourge Kirop first because I think Bearcat's gonna take us way longer.
The Bearcat episode is so good. So yeah, throughout the arc, Makoto and Reina both get their perfect level evolutions, which are Scourge Kirop, a fucking bomber plane that Makoto rides around in, and Bearcat.
It looks like a fucking it looks like a fucking Macross Valkyrie.
It really does. It's cool as fuck. And then Bearcatmon, who is a Bintarang Gijinka wearing athletic wear with big fucking punch gloves.
And roller skates. Fucking stole that idea from me, motherfucker.
me rubbing
it's
my
a good idea.
Yeah, Bearcat.
All Beatbreak does is steal from me.
That's kind of true. It's happened like twice now. Bearcat is that's a really fucking good design. I love Scourge Kirop, don't get me wrong. Bearcat is like, that is a easily top 10 Digimon introduced in the last like fucking 5 years.
Also, I just want to clarify, because just the thing Lot said is a real animal. It's also known as a Bearcat. Bearcat isn't them just smashing two things together.
Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, I really love Monarch Lee's. I really like Scourge Kirop. I've grown like a lot on Murasame. Not for nothing, but for other than the fact that I've had to stare at his fucking card like 500 hours combined. But even with that, Bearcat mocks the shit out of all the other free level 5s from Glowing Dawn. I'm sorry, dude. Like, she is so good.
I wonder why you'd say that.
I was gonna say what making the Digimon an attractive woman does.
I
mean, it helps a lot.
It does.
And Lloyd does it.
Yeah, so we'll talk about Scourge Kirop first, obviously. I really, really like the episodes these are involved in. Basically, it's like a thing with Makoto's family where his, family infighting, his brother is jealous of him because he got to leave and he was always the family favorite, etc., etc. They come to terms at the end, and there's a terrorist attack on the Shangri-La egg where they turn off the oxygen inside and try to fucking suffocate everybody, but Makoto saves the day.
It's insane that that's a thing that can happen.
Yep.
It's also like it also turns out that was all a ploy. Like, this was all because of a guy that Makoto's dad hired just to kill his Digimon.
Yes. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Makoto's dad was just trying to get rid of Kiramon because he didn't like the fact that Makoto had left and become a cleaner instead of taking over the family business. So he tried to kill everybody.
It was this,
As one
it's
does.
this like bit 2 where Kirov kind of figures like, oh, I've kind of, ruined Makoto's life, and like
Mm-hmm.
it would be easier for him if I did fucking die. And Makoto like just tells it, like just screams at him like,
yeah, and I was like, what? Shut the fuck up.
You get like the really cute, like, because it turns out that like, no, this has been like unilateral. Like, I kind of like that, like, it's like, no, this is like not just like a Makoto like kind of had to do this. Like, for all intents and purposes, Makoto is way happier doing this than being in his fucking family business.
Yes.
Like he's just like, no, trust me, I'd much rather be a cleaner with the guys at Going Dawn than going back here.
I love the way that the speech with Makoto starts out, because again, it's like they get beaten up and Kidomon's just like, yeah, no, this is fine, they can just take me, and then it it's just like all the sad, Makoto like like kind of like meekly like reaching out, and then he just like, no, and then slams his fist on the ground.
Yeah, but Makoto fucking goes crazy style this episode. It's really fucking good. And again, like, Makoto says in no uncertain terms that Kiramon is the best thing that ever happened to him, which is crazy. And then we get the fucking incredible shot of Kiramon doing the big toothy grin, and it's like, it's so good. It's so
they also
good.
did a flashback where it's like the whole thing about it is like, Makoto wanting to fly free, and then that manifesting as literally being able to fly out of a plane in a out of the fucking Shangri-La is like, man, symbolism, huh?
I know writers who use subtext and they're fucking cowards.
something bird in a cage.
What if it was a fish inside a bird cage?
You're right, Ryugumon is definitely the main villain.
This is a good
Evil
song.
fucking fish. I'm back from episode 12, bitch.
This is my new fucking theory, is that evil Ryugu is the final boss. It's not even a level 7, it's just fucking evil Ryugumon.
I wouldn't mind seeing Ryugumon. Like, I want that line to be in the show. It's a good line.
I was like low-key like joking for a while. That's like, what if the fucking last arc of this just pulls another Sabers and we get the fucking like random hijacked by Tente Hachibushu in like the last 10 episodes?
Oh my god, that'd be so fucked up.
He just does that shit he did with the Royal Knights again.
Okay. But yeah, Makoto episode very good.
Oh, the Reina one.
Let's talk about. Well, let's talk about both Reina episodes.
Yeah, she got 2. They gave her 2.
Wait, was the Vamdemon episode?
The Vamdemon was that? Yeah. Because that was the Rose introduction as well.
Okay, yeah. I was. That was this arc, right? Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They finally listened to. I think like this was like by the end of Tactics, this was like the thing everyone had. Like, man, this show is really good. When it's been half the show, when is Reina getting one goddamn episode, dude?
Yeah, because like obviously, like she had episodes in Tactics that were about her and Granite and everything, and like all that stuff to foster Granite's development, which were fantastic episodes. But again, Reina was not really the focus of those episodes. I guess it was more Granite's focus. Just Reina was facilitating it. But no, we got 2...
Like, you learned some stuff about her, but like, yeah, it was mostly about like Granite.
Like, we got 2.5 really, like, heavy Reina episodes, and both of the episodes that were entirely about her fucking ruled and are some of my favorites of the arc. And the 1/2 we get before the second focus episode is really fucking good as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Vamdemon one is funny because, like, I don't know if it's so much like fosters a lot of development for Reina as much as it like just like kind of like really establishes like who she is at that moment kind of deal.
Yeah, it's more like just kind of re-emphasizing the type of person she is, which is, I can fuck with it. It's a really fun episode.
It's a really good episode.
She shoots him with a gun.
Also, fun fact: Reina on her own now scales higher than the entire Digimon Adventure cast. Those bum asses needed like a whole slew of fucking level 5s to take out Vamdemon. Uh, Reina does it with a level 4 and a bit of hope. Like
the whole like explanation as to why that worked is so fucking funny. Because it's just like, oh, he reacted to the silver. I'm gonna shoot him using the silver pin with one of Wolvemon's bullets, and it got him and it hurt him. And then at the end of the episode, Makoto's like, Reina, that's werewolves. What are you talking about?
Like some people have adopted that for vampires, but no, that originated and is mostly applied to werewolves. And Reina's like, oh fuck,
I could have died.
I could have.
I could have died. Oh no! I'm gonna ignore that. I won. Who cares?
Just they kind of brush it off. It's just like, yeah, she believed really hard, so it fucking worked. I guess she could just do it. It's so fucking funny.
And then you get the bit of the half of the first one where, you know, everyone at this point has like, you know, like Murasamemon, you have Monarch Lisa, Scourge Crop is happening at this point, and she's just kind of sticking out with Wolvermon, and she is getting just like fucking beaten to shit. And like Rose makes fun of her for not being able to go up to her level 5 yet. Like she's holding everyone back.
So an important piece of context is that during the Vamdemon episode, Reina caught Rose's eye as like a someone with potential because of what she managed to do there. And then all this shit happens, and multiple people say to Reina's face in the most like, I know writers who use subtext, they're cowards shit, where they're just like, you think you can beat a perfect with a fucking champion? Are you stupid?
Which is yeah, like obviously it works. Like I'm not downing it. Really funny thing to say in the context of Beatbreak, where this has happened about 3 times already. Once by her in her last Focus episode.
It's so fucking funny. It's just like, I think like the big thing with that is just like the Vamdemon didn't have a tamer and all that kind of stuff, so he was kind of subsisting off like stealing e-pulse from people via sucking women dry. Yeah. And like when she's in a real fight with a real tamer Digimon pair, it's just like, oh girl, you stand no fucking chance. But yeah, this gets to her. Gets a little bit of that self-doubt bug from the fact that she's dragging down the team and can't contribute to battles at all.
Yeah. And then that is kind of like it's in that episode, but like you fucking, you know, a lot of that was the Miharu reveal, so
yeah,
it felt a little bit like kind of ancillary in that episode. But then just the next episode, full on Reina. I gotta say, the thing that I really, really liked about it is sort of like the thing that like made her get to that point. Because usually, like, I feel like usually with this kind of like character who's like, you know, the very like kind of loose cannon, like aggro kind of person. Like the idea is like,
I love what they do.
Like you need to like try to, you know, keep yourself a little bit more in check, work together better with your team, and like that's the lesson they usually learn. And like I very much like that everyone tells her, no, your value to us is being yourself, letting go, and like whatever happens, like we will back you up. Like we will, whatever mess you make, like you don't have to worry about it because we're there for you to help you like clean up, because you are best when you are just yourself and you're just like cutting loose.
Mm-hmm. It very much like has the implication that the reason it's like she's been sticking with Wolvermon this whole time is because she doesn't want to like, because it happened
problems for her family.
Yeah, because like it happened back when like she was the only member of the Glowing Dawn alongside Kyo, where she would get herself into situations where like Kyo would have to clean up her messes because she was getting in over her head, rushing in very headstrong and everything. And so she kind of just internalized, I need to like keep myself in check to make sure I don't cause problems. I'm supposed to be like the sub leader. I need to keep a level head and everything. And yeah, the lesson being, no, just go fucking wild. We got this. is so good. It's so good. I love it. It's the excellent subversion of that kind of trope.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think it does, like, just that being the point Reina's at now, I think does a lot for her. That's definitely also that's the conclusion the guy who wrote Digimon Savers would come to on that.
Yep.
Because like you think about it, and yeah, at no point was like Masaru's unrelenting violence like demonized at all in that show. I'm pretty sure like was in fact him punching the shit out of everything was in fact literally always the answer in that show.
It really is amazing what difference a 2-year HRT like thing can do. Like
yeah, because immediately after that, like, because like Bearcat like starts fighting the Bombermon, which is I'm gonna talk about that one in a bit.
Yeah,
let me gush for now.
We'll talk about some GIF fucking operations.
But then she like grabs one of Bearcatmon's fucking like spiked pauldrons or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, the iron knuckles.
Yeah, iron knuckles. That's it. And just starts like fucking punching the Bombermon out herself, and it's like, oh, Tomoro's not the Masaru like analog. Reina is. Got it.
It's so good, dude. Fucking stellar episode.
Best. I would say best episode of that arc, like free.
Oh yeah, I would not disagree.
Also, Bearcatmon is like one of the first of like very few Digimon with darker skin.
It's true.
They finally put some melanin into these fuckers, dude. That's crazy.
It's about goddamn time.
Yeah. No, I saw a bunch of like bunch of people very happy with like even just like that much like more representation in this sort of thing.
And not Angelomon.
She not has Angelomon. You can see her eyes.
It's true. Like she has
the mask, but she has eyes.
Yep. It's she's actually a Marsmon.
Dude, that's crazy. That's you could literally like go to that episode and go, okay, so randomly Masaru got a Marsmon and they both started HRT at the same time, I guess. That's crazy.
Oh man.
Marsmon would be a very fitting guy for Masaru to come to.
It would be.
Yeah. I will say that episode is phenomenal, but there's one thing about it that's a bit weird, and I think goes into one of the aspects of this arc that I found the most lacking, because it really feels like the entire arc is building up to the confrontation that leads to Reina leading her level 5 is squaring up against Rose from the 5 stars, and then Rose just kind of does not do that or much of anything later on in the arc.
Rose is a really interesting character because on the surface, if you look at what she does, it feels like it's some classic shonen misogyny, but it's not, because she's just gotten so fucking unlucky. This poor woman. Dude. We'll talk about this more when we go into the Kyo arc, but I feel so bad for this woman.
It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, okay, but like, the writer is still in control of the events that happen, like
but like it doesn't, like, in no way does it feel malicious. It's so weird. Malicious.
Like, I'm not saying it's misogyny. I'm just saying the writer didn't seem like he really knew what to do with her.
Yeah, it 100% feels like he's just like, oh, fuck, I have this, like, major character, and I can't really find a spot for her to, like, slot into this finale and everything.
But it's, like, weird because it's, like, it seemed like the thing she was doing was leading up to the Reina level 6, or the Reina level 5, which she does up until the point where it's time for the Reina level 5, and it's like, we're finding this Bombermon.
Yeah, it's very strange. And then like during the finale of the arc, she gets her big hit in, and then the bad matchup. Sorry, girl. Winds up not working and gets taken out. And then of course the next arc is wild because like Just like, it's one of those things where like she jobs, but like she jobs in the literal, like the original sense of the word, not what people have come to like make it mean. Where she as an established person does her cool shit to, and then gets beaten as a way to represent the level of danger that is currently about to face the main cast. Again, we'll talk about that when we talk about fucking Soji. It definitely feels like he was like, almost he pulled the trigger a little too early on like one of the 5 stars, where he's just like, the 5 stars are going to be very important in the final arc, and I accidentally made Rose too involved in the one before it. Oops.
I guess since you're saying that, I guess like that's like, I'll say this now. I feel like this is like my biggest, like, I don't know, concern or like hang up with like what the show's left, with what the show has left. It's like, you got all that stuff with Clay, and now, and I feel like we're definitely gonna get more with why can I never remember his name? Kaneda. I feel like we're definitely about to get a lot more of him soon.
And Kishiwada, obviously. Scheming Vizier.
I guess he is a star now, but like, I'm remembering like the original 5.
Yeah.
But like, do we even have time for Kaito anymore? And I don't even, I keep forgetting her name.
Hanaka's just gonna do nothing.
Like,
no,
like
genuinely complain and then leave.
Genuinely, Hanaka's starting to feel like, what does she even do?
So we're gonna get it. Like, when we get into predictions for the rest of the show, we're gonna do some classic fraud star posting, dude. It's gonna be crazy.
I am at a point where I think the best and funniest outcome is that she just doesn't fucking do anything. Because like,
no, that would be funny. Like, it's time for her to square up, and then she's just like,
I don't fucking feel like it. Like, I'm busy, man. Because like, every time she's shown up, she's been like, fuck, I don't care. It's like,
okay, can I, like, since we're speaking about like Kaito and Hanaka, like, specifically, can I talk about what to me might have been like, not just like maybe the weakest episode of the arc, but also the one that's like, why did you set this up? Like, what was the point? What that tactics episode is like, we should not, like, I don't think that should, like, I don't think that served a fucking purpose.
I liked the tactics episode just because it let us know where the 3 of them have wound up and what they're going to be doing. I genuinely think the intention there wasn't to set up stuff for later. I think it was just to say, fucking, like, these 2 are happy. Well. Granite and her are happy now. They're doing their thing. They're out of the game. They're just existing.
Yeah.
And Raito has become like a 5-star protege, and that's what they're doing. Like, when Honoka and Raito show up for the inevitable final confrontation of like all the players of the game showing up for like the last 2 or 3 episodes, when just all hell breaks loose, Raito will probably be there to assist. I don't think he's going to like do anything major. I think it is just going to be, because like, we also know that Rose is going to be on their side in the final confrontation. Yeah. Like, we know that now. She is basically said as much.
He'll get his one hit in and then dip.
I guess like in the grand scheme of things, like, yeah, that's fine. I just, especially because again, we were kind of complaining about how like Gift didn't have enough to like enough episodes to it. I feel like the tactics one is like I think it's like kind of interesting from a world building perspective to have the tactics remnants thing there, but like, it was, especially at the time, it's like one of those things. It's like, I kind of don't care about hearing about these guys. I kind of wish we could have spent the time from the like we put on the tactics remnants to just more time for Gift. I don't know.
I got it.
I appreciated knowing what was going on with like especially like Granite and fucking Hotaruko.
Yeah, Hotaruko.
Yeah, I appreciated that, but just the rest of that was a little like, I feel like this was one of those that could have been allocated like somewhere else that would have served the story better.
I get it. That's right. That's real. That's valid. Let's talk about some of the shit Gifted. So I went on that, like, obviously I said all that stuff earlier. So maybe to detract from my own point a little bit, some of the things that the gift mob were doing were bombing a hospital, though to be fair, that was a member of gift that was like had like a design and everything, not part of the faceless mob. That seemed to be some kind of like a person who is given special orders to attempt to bomb a hospital and kill Asuka, which we now know.
There's something implying in like the most recent episode that her orders might not have entirely come from Gift.
Yes, because she's still at the hospital and like changed her appearance a little bit to the point where Tomoro doesn't recognize her anymore, and like also
I was like, who is that?
Yeah, that was the Harley Quinn girl, and like the fact that she was specifically trying to blow up the hospital that Asuka is in is another thing where it's just like, was that intentional because of Asuka's connection to the White Core? Like, it like,
I'm assuming she was, especially because Kishiwada is still around. I'm assuming she was specifically taking orders from Kishiwada and he wasn't telling Miharu.
There seems to be a kind of thing where like we are retroactively learning why some of the stuff in Gift was so fucking weird, and it's kind of cool, but who knows?
It feels
a bit
weird.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
It's like, oh, we're done. Yeah, it just feels like, but we're done with that. Why are you telling me that now?
I wouldn't like go as far as saying it's a retcon, but it definitely feels like kind of some stuff that, like, especially because we kind of know how the show is like how the writing process of the show works. It's kind of like it kind of feels like one of those things where it's like, all right, let's get to the point we're trying to get at, but maybe like if we can along the way try to clear up some of this weird gift shit like retroactively.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say this was always the plan, because like there's nothing to imply that it was always the plan or anything.
Again, we kind of know by like the staff's own words, but like the show is not like written with like a fucking master keikaku, just like they got points they want to hit, and otherwise like kind of write as basically like a shonen manga where they kind of write as they go and like kind of take some things of feedback into account.
Yeah, this definitely feels like something where like when we go back and rewatch this show eventually to like properly cover it on the podcast, I actually think I'll probably I'll wind up liking this stuff a little more with the future context of this, just being like, oh, it is a little like I don't know. I guess we'll see, because I don't like. These are like fucking months apart at this point in time, so it's like I don't have the full knowledge in my brain anymore. But it'll be interesting. The more important thing is that they also tried to set off a nuclear bomb. Equivalent.
Yep.
Yep.
So the Bearcat episode plan was the Bombermon was targeting specific facilities, and the final one before they stopped it was one of the major reactors that powers a lot of the World Union stuff. And they say, I forget how they describe it, but essentially, if they had actually succeeded in blowing that place up, it would have been the equivalent of a fucking warhead going off. It would have been bad.
It makes me wonder if there was ever an intention for these events to succeed, and what's his face is only like sucking up to the World Union because it's like the only other recourse he has at this point. It's so. Or if he intended for the plans to be thwarted so that Glowing Dawn gets strong enough.
I almost have to believe the first one, because the fucking second one would be some like high tier fucking Keikaku Dori fucking Aizen tier bullshit if he like had all of this in mind.
I mean, he was trying to get the White Core out of Mephismon. Like, that was his goal.
Or like is there an alternative where it's like either outcome like suits his plan?
Yeah, it like worked for him. He's just like, well, shit, like, Mephismon wound up biting it. I got the White Core, at least. We got other plans.
Like, right.
Oh my god, the White Core is his Hogyoku.
He did, because like to some level he clearly wanted things to escalate, because like he wanted like the black E-pulse to like, he wanted a bunch of. He didn't just want the core, he wanted it to like be filled with black E-pulse.
Yes, which is why he gives it to Shoji after So after the fact.
After he got a bunch out of Miharu.
Yeah. It's I'm definitely curious because I don't know if that read of it is correct, but I do like that read of it to the point where I'm just kind of if Kishiwada winds up doing something interesting or being important, I'm gonna be like, this dude might be the fucking goat. Like
Welcome to the Kishiwada fan club.
He just has to cross this one just minor threshold of being an actual character, and then we're solid. Dude.
Hey, look.
Well, 'cause
Aizen wasn't a real character until he did the fucking thing. Like he was just a nice guy.
We're gonna get the episode where he flips his hair back.
Yeah, okay, but also
he flips his hair back, then puts glasses on.
that would improve his design like actually tenfold. I think like he'd have like a feature. Even if that did happen, you realize how much less time he'd have to do that. Like he'd have Post doing that than fucking Aizen did.
It's fine.
He'd have a better plan.
Okay, so here's I guess partial spoilers for the fucking episode that's already aired as of the time of this recording. So so the episode that airs tonight, right? We're gonna get a really touching moment. Helios Boemon's going down. Kishiwada shows up and he just goes, "Man, are you fucking kidding me? I'll do it myself."
Since when were you into the impression Helios Boemon was Asuka's
Since when were you under the impression Asuka was in possession of the white core? And then he shoves it into Tomoro's chest.
And that's how we get it.
Well, because that's why I like the white core and like specifically needing Tomoro makes me lean towards like the plan was for Glowing Dawn to overcome all of those trials. Or at the very least, Tomoro.
Yes,
to overcome those trials.
If he is on that level of planning, I do more believe the idea that he's not just a regular guy.
Yeah,
yeah. Like he's like clearly he's got some kind of shit going on.
But we're again talking about stuff that is not in the purview of this episode.
We should probably save this for some kind of wrap up prediction.
Yeah, sorry. Kishiwada posting is genuinely too funny, and I think I'm gonna start doing it more.
If we did these more regularly, we'd have a segment called Kishiwada Watch.
have they made any?
I need to get the image of the genius of Aizen. Just put him there.
They've made standees of basically every character. Have they made a standee of Kishiwada?
No.
Do we need to?
I don't think they've done anything other than just Glowing Dawn and tactics.
Yeah, no, they haven't actually done them any because instead of doing anyone who's from these current arcs, they just keep going back to tactics over and over again.
It's really funny how because of this, one of the characters from the show with the most merch is fucking Naito.
You have way more Naito merch than frankly anyone on this planet needs.
There was an image I saw that was really fun. It was one of the sets of standees they had made, but it was a standee for each tamer and each Digimon, so it was just 20 standees from both Glowing Dawn and Team Tactics, and I'm like, did we need all this? Did we?
Come on. Keep talking.
What else am I supposed to say? It was just a funny image of 90% of it was just standees.
Yeah,
Bridget, you remember that image of I think it was Pat Ranger, where it was all the vinyl toys, and it was the pink one and the red ones shelves were empty, but no one wanted the green one.
Yeah,
that's the shelf.
That fucking sucks.
That's just the shelves of tactic standees.
It's so funny that again, I would say even with where we're currently at, the tactic stuff was and is likely going to remain the best for show god. So just because of that, all the actual tactics guys got such an immense fucking buff in popularity. Bandai's gonna be dude, fuck, we had to we had all this 5-star shit saved up for the card game, but everyone's asking for the tactics archetype instead.
God, I'm sorry. Unironically, I would sooner throw a Naito tamer in the trash than I would a Soji tamer.
through. By the way, hey, Lot.
Yeah.
Check image dump real quick.
No, fuck, did you make it before me? I just finished making it. Fuck! Hold on, I think mine sized a little better.
Okay, yeah, I just threw the fucking Kishiwada render on there.
It's
It's almost exactly
It's
the
like
same.
almost identical.
Almost exactly
Can
the same.
can you like resize this like to for like 16 by 9 and then like make this the thumbnail?
I would literally just stretch this to 16 by 9 and that'll be the thumbnail.
No. Because there's too many words. So what I think you have to do is do like close-ups of like Kishiwada in the middle, and then like behind him split in four is like.
Do I have to make the fucking all bosses no damage thumbnail? For
Yes.
This?
No, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Yes. For those of you who got this far into the podcast, now you know why the thumbnail looks like that.
I feel like you're changing it too much though. You're changing it too much from the original meme.
But people aren't gonna click if you just stretch this. I promise.
Oh shit! Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
You gotta make.
You can still have all the red arrows pointing to Kishiwada. It's fine.
Okay, fine. Okay, here's my idea.
Yeah.
When we get to our wrap-ups, just change the screen to that.
Okay,
the
yes.
entire screen.
Yes. Stretch to 16 by 9. Yeah, okay.
We should make like a fake Blue Sky account that's just like Kishiwada #1 fan, and all they post is like
this account has 5 followers. Us and no one else, because no one else gets this bit.
And this bit for a show that has like a month and a half left.
Just a Blue Sky account called Kishiwada Kanchi Real, and every post is just like scheming ... making my plans.
Either that or like at Blue Sky every frame of Kishiwada Beatbreak. it's just a bot that continually posts like every frame of Kishiwada from the show.
My fucking God.
This is him looking at the fucking core over and over again.
I'll slip one in there where he's got where he's blushing.
Pondering my cube.
Pondering the cube.
Wait, that could be the thumbnail.
No, I'm not making
Me when I beat the Valdez Arsenal.
Unfortunately, I think Kishiwada all bosses no damage is like genuinely too fucking good of a thumbnail idea.
And honestly, I genuinely think that also might just be the title of the video. Just Kishiwada all bosses no damage.
You thought this would be gift discourse? No, we're just Kishiwada.
Another consideration at the beginning, put in brackets exclusive in all caps.
Kishiwada posting a thing no one else on the planet has done except for us right now.
Okay, we've got to move on. We're an hour and a half in.
Maybe we need to start talking about
It's fine. Our previous Beatbreak episodes have been like 4 hours long.
I know, and genuinely, I think the Kyo arc is going to take us more time to talk about because it is so dense.
It's so much denser than the gift should has been. Yeah.
Okay.
And we have an hour and a half until
It's a lot more to the point, though.
Okay. Can I say one of the more, I guess, understated things about this arc that I actually quite enjoyed? I don't know. Again, it's this weird thing. I'm kind of mixed, like, on the how again, like I wanted more interiority from the Tomoro Miharu thing. So again, that stuff, like, I don't know if that fully hit for me. There's some like more like kind of the low key stuff about Tomoro's character arc, this arc, that I did actually really like. I feel like through both the Argomon and the Panyamon episode, is that how you say the name? Panjamon? I don't.
Panjamon, yeah. I was actually about to talk about her as well, yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about those in episodes individually, because I think outside of the Bearcat one, those were like my 2 favorites. They do a lot to kind of re-establish like the whole like Tomoro sharing Kyo's dream of like Digimon and humans like living living together in harmony, and like especially kind of emphasizing like the actual difficulties of reaching that wish.
Yes.
Kind of deal. I think that because I think that was one of the things. Again, like the only real criticism of the tactics arc is that like there was a lot of stuff for Glowing Dawn specifically that like felt like it took a backseat, and like like especially that bit felt like it kind of went away entirely during the tactics arc. So it did feel pretty nice, like sort of re-establishing that is like kind of a core part of like what Tomoro is about now. As well as just like the idea of like, that kind of supporting the idea of like he is more focused on this stream, and kind of one of the things is he's a lot just like, he's a lot more in tune with Glowing Dawn. Like he plays pretty like he's really supportive during the Makoto and the Reina like focus like level 5 episodes, like really putting his best foot forward. And like there's just like a lot of like smaller things that you can pick up that I think really like do a good job selling that he is a lot more in tune with Glowing Dawn as a group than he was like even just like in the tactics arc, and especially the first 12 episodes.
Yes, absolutely.
And I thought that was like just really solid.
Mm-hmm. It's really good stuff. I like it quite a bit. And also, yeah, we didn't talk about the Maki episode, but the Maki episode was really good. I actually like it like a lot.
I did not expect like the episode focused around her to be like so like, oh, like this really like all worked, like this like she got one of the best episodes of the entire show. That's like crazy to me.
Just especially like the final sequence of her like straight up pulling a knife on a baby Digimon, and just like having that moment of grappling with like I was about to kill a baby. Oh my god. It's excellent stuff.
And again, it's like with the fucking Panjamon, so it's like it's literally like as close to fucking Leomon as you can get without it being Leomon. Like,
yeah.
You like know that motherfucker's gonna die, and it's like, but it's like no, like the stuff that leads up to that, like the few couple of scenes that like Panjamon and Maki have are actually like super effective.
Mm-hmm.
I really, I liked it quite a bit. Will say between Fumamon and Bombermon, I was like, they're sure using a lot of the weird offshoot Gamamon evolutions in Gift, and I was like, is that like a thing for anything? But no, they just kind of. I guess they just had like some Digimon designs like fucking left on the table. I'm like, yeah, sure, fucking, we'll use these.
I think there's actually been this prevalent thing in like the I think it was mentioned in the interview or something where like this was the thing with Cross Wars as well, where like sometimes when people are doing like the shows and everything, they have this idea where they're just like, I just want to use guys that haven't been used yet. Like I just want to use the new guys that people haven't seen, and they do.
Yeah.
And it's awesome because that's been all over this season. Holy shit! I feel like every week we're getting a new guy that people like that's been around for a while but hasn't. We got fucking Mimicmon in this show, man. Like fucking Mimicmon.
Mimicmon was like a crazy one early on, yeah.
Like
we're
we
like
mentioned
definitely
a
little
few
too
times
late
earlier.
for an Abmon to show up, but that would have like
been cool, yeah.
That's something I could have seen happen.
I mean,
Or
I
like we
think at this
mentioned
point, they'll probably just have it in the background if they're gonna do it.
Or like we mentioned them earlier, fucking Splashmon, a Digimon I'd never heard of before.
I had him just because it was originally meant to be in one of the lines for my OC Digimon stuff.
I think you mentioned that Tactics Remnant episode. The main Digimon in that is also something that's never been in a show before.
Yeah, Voltramon.
Voltramon. Yeah, that's never been animated before.
Yep. Lots of crazy polls for this show. High Commander one was in that episode too.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I would love to see animated Brigadramon, but like that's a little too far out probably.
Okay, Kill Arc.
Oh wait, I did. There's a couple minor things. Okay.
Wait a minute.
Wanted to say again, Argomon episode was really good. That was like a really fucking funny one where it's like that felt like we got like the Digimon Beatbreak summer movie in like the show.
That was in fact the Sabers movie condensed down into a single episode.
And also like with any kind of real emotional through line through it, as opposed to I don't know. We're waiting for Marcus to show up.
Honestly, I'll be perfectly real with you. The part at the end of the episode where Hitomi is waiting for her, Chihiro, I think her name was, to step outside, it kind of got me.
I like the bit a lot where like the baby Argomon is like causing issues with like the camouflage stuff in Narinso, and you get the bit where like Tomo's like worried about that, and Kyoji like puts the hand on his shoulder and is like, the part about like attaining your dreams is that you have to like work through the hard bits.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we also know that Chihiro has free access to Narinso as well, because literally, and apparently Hitomi as well.
Yeah.
Which is fun. I like.
Seen them.
I
would like to see them again.
Yeah,
like...
I do like that they were just like, yeah, no, Hitomi is like, she's good enough friends with like Tomoro, and at this point, I assume Reina and Makoto were just like, because like we know Tomoro hangs out with Hitomi like outside of work, I guess, since one of the filler episodes between the end of the previous arc and the start of the gift arc, the Mummymon one, starts with Tomoro just helping her with shopping. And, like, he seems like he doesn't want to be there, but he's still there because they're friends. It's nice. I like stuff like that. It's fun.
Yeah. That episode did actually also, the Argomon episode also introduced us to Rosa's underlings, which I like that we forgot to talk about them because they are, like, they're fun characters, super inconsequential.
Yes. They are two named characters that are in a lesbian relationship. It's the first... one in the actual animated series that are named, which is fun. We talked about it in the Pride Month special, but reiterated here. Really cool. Thank you.
Really cool. Yeah, no, that's sick, and again, they're fun, but unfortunately, as far as the actual show goes, they're super. There are no Team 7. Like, okay, so this is a very minor, very, very minor quibble I have about this show. But was like the moment I started noticing it, it started driving me insane. The amount of times in Gift specifically where like it was like Tomura or someone was in some kind of mortal danger, like something was about to hit them from like the sky or something. And then every single time this happened, Murasamemon would swoop in, block the shot with his sword. It happened like 5 times, I think. And by then it's like, dude, write a new scenario, please.
Yeah.
It's a really good looking sword.
It's showing that these stupid children still need their dad. They're not quite ready to stand on their own. Right. Yeah, let's talk about the dad's arc.
Good God.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my fucking God. Oh, right. We said we were going to talk about it before. Miharu's older sister commits suicide.
We should probably talk about the actual end of the gift arc before we move on.
Yeah, so
didn't do much of that
the side braid, Wizardmon.
Yeah. Destined to death. Essentially, like, we'll just very quickly talk about the implications of it. Like, we don't need to summarize, obviously, but like, Mephismon and all that kind of stuff. Very cool that Mephismon got to like do a thing, even if it was brief. I would have liked to see more out of it, but so it goes. Arc villain and stuff like that. The whole thing with Miharu's sister being a researcher for World Union that discovered Digimon tried to be like, we should coexist with these things, and then the company gaslit her into believing she was insane to the point where she could not take it anymore and OD'd is fucking unreal. That's not like a read of it like that is what happens.
I think she also like.
I was shocked because the way they framed it, I thought she was going to open the door, and it's the other way you could end yourself.
Oh yeah. Jesus.
It wasn't just that. It was like her talking about that. I think God, like, because she was like, they had the flashback where like she wasn't gonna do that, and then also introduce Wizardmon to as like proof of what she was talking about, and then they took the Wizardmon away to do horrific experiences on it. And I think the guilt of that was like what really drove her over the edge.
Because like Wizardmon was her best friend. Like we get a lot of like we get a big thing where she introduced Miharu to Wizardmon and like took her to the special place inside the mirror world and all that. And yeah, then Miharu opens the door, and the only thing we see is her sister completely under the covers, and a dramatic shot of her hand falling to the side of the bed, limp, and a water bottle falls out of it. Jesus fucking Christ. You cannot read that any other way.
It's a horrific scene. I also kind of thought to myself, yo, that's a fucking poison Bacchusmon was drinking.
Jesus Christ.
I also think it is like at least partially like commentary on just like how working in Japan is, how it's like if you go against the grain at all, you get ostracized so easily.
Oh yeah, complete social death. Yeah. God, it was fucking crazy. Like they had mentioned, yeah, this arc is gonna get pretty heavy, and the communal response was, what do you mean it's going to get heavier? Like, you saw what you did in Tactics, right? And like at first it, you know, like, okay, blowing up a hospital, like it's like dark, but not in the way like we were expecting.
It's dark in like a kind of almost like cartoon way, like, oh, we're about to blow up the nuclear reactor that blows up the town. Like, yeah, okay, fucking actual like Batman villain plan, you know? Like,
and then that happens and we're just like, oh, I see.
Yeah. Also, we gotta say, like, the most Sidebraid, voiced by Sayori Hayami, most destined for death fucking character imaginable, dude. Like,
it's kind of crazy that Kyo is fucking dodging these things left and right, but like other people are dropping like fucking flies.
He's like vaguely siphoning that aura to like characters here and there, so he can like barely stave it off.
Speaking of characters that are dead around Kyo, let's talk about the Kyo arc. Where we see,
Lord.
Boy, dude. So if you thought an on-screen heavily implied suicide was bad, wait till you see on-screen character bleeding out with Kyo's head in the foreground being the only thing censoring the gaping wound in her stomach. With blood, lots of blood. Also a guy's corpse. Like.
Yeah, not only that, but then the character that killed him showing up and being like, "Yeah, I killed them. What about it?"
Holy fuck, dude. The Kyo arc is fucking insane. So the Kyo arc is self-explanatory about Kyo. It like delved into like his time as the 5-star of gold. But, like, it's not entirely flashback, because, like, that was the worry, was that it was going to be 4 episodes of just, like, a separated story entirely in flashback.
At a time where the show definitely needed some fucking forward momentum after, like, how much is left of the gift arc and all that.
No, and thankfully it was not that. It was the best case scenario of events that are moving the plot forward rapidly are ghosts from Kyo's past coming back to haunt him. Kishiwada gives the white core to fucking my guy. If you can see the face I'm making as I say that. Fucking Soji.
I almost got it.
Oh God, what? How do we even fucking talk about this? Should we just talk about Soji? Should we talk about Soji?
All right, so I think this is the important thing to establish to the panel. Where are we all standing on Kuroshiwa Soji?
That guy's gay as fuck.
So, okay, well, yes, his homosexuality is assumed.
I mean, well, yeah.
Soji is the kind of character that I personally latch on to immediately because he sucks so just utterly irredeemable human trash. I love him. I would have been happier had Kyo thrown him off a waterfall again. But he deserved it. But like, yeah, okay, Kyo's not a fucking murderer, whatever. I have fucking moral compass. Oh, I got a family.
Where he fucking falls on his own.
Yeah. I got a fucking family, and suddenly I don't want to kill people anymore. Fucking pussy. I would have killed that guy.
Yeah, but that's on the record. Mama, where do you stand on him?
He was pretty neat.
Okay, look, all I'm saying is, like, there should have been some sharp rocks at the bottom of the waterfall. Kyo should have dropped him, and Soji should have been fully penetrated on the rock while Kyo looks down, and it should have been, like, there should have been some, like, subtextual look, it's...
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Uh-huh.
I think he was like...
I can imagine the hair twirling.
Jesus Christ. I think that obviously guy who I think he's a character that works really well for what he does. The vocal performance by Shinichiro Miki is like fantastic on him.
Incredible
as it,
voice performance,
typically is. There was a point where I'm like, damn, dude, you suck so bad, and like you're kind of making it my problem, and I'm kind of getting sick of your ass. Can Kyo throw you off the cliff already?
I think he stayed around for exactly the correct amount of time before it became too much.
Yeah, I think like one episode, and I'm joking about it, but it's like I think like he was like literally on the line of my patience with this kind of character. Like by the time he got taken out of the show, I think one more episode, and I would have been like, okay, I really want to just get rid of this fucking guy already.
Anyway, Leon, Yuki, kind of cut you off a little bit talking about my precious baby boy.
Fuck.
Oh, God damn it. You're editing this, I don't need to care.
I'm the one that has to edit this anyway. Who cares if I say? I'm the one that has to put in the bleeps for me.
That's true. That's true.
It's true.
Good luck, future Yuki, you idiot. I think he sucks in a good way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's that character you need to hate.
Yes.
Good amount of screen time. He hits the mark. Sucks so fucking bad. He should have died. He should have fucking died.
He's like at very least like top 3 guys in Digimon who has sucked the most of all fucking time, right? Like
it's crazy.
Yeah,
two of them are in this show.
Kill him.
Wait, how did
you finish your...
Yeah, sorry, Yuki, you go.
Yeah, I was just gonna go with, if you weren't gonna have Kyo kill him, at least have Kyo put him near the edge enough to where he stands up, tries to get him to fight back, and he falls off on his own. A character like that needs to just fucking die sometimes, dude.
No, I get it. It wouldn't work for Kyo's personal everything if Soji actually died. It would be, I would have loved it, but it would have been not good.
Yeah.
He has his family. He can get through the trauma. He has to deal with Tomura.
God.
It's I'm just realizing this now. He's kind of like a different flavor of a certain character in 14.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
It's oh my god. We get Clay, who is just a despicable human being, and then we get Soji, who is somehow one-upping, because he just actually straight up kills people and feels no remorse. At least Clay is a businessman about it.
Yeah, but I think, okay, you say that, but one, Clay is a capitalist too. I'm pretty sure Clay is responsible for more bodies than Soji is.
Yeah, that's true. The fact that Soji takes personal pleasure in the fact he's killing people, I think really just puts his despicableness on a certain extra level. I don't know. There's a detachedness from Clay that makes it a little blasé, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Power scaling murderers, by the way.
Miharu's just sitting in the middle there, I'm the literal terrorist, and somehow I'm not coming off as bad as you two.
It was so funny that at the end of the gift arc, Tomura is just do you gotta go? And she looks him dead in the face, and she's like, yeah, dude.
Tomura,
Yeah, I'm a terrorist.
Yeah, Gekomon, so you have to go. And Tomura's like, yeah, you could join the Going Dawn. And Miharu's like, Tomura, I don't know how to tell you this. I'm a fucking terrorist.
Just that Tomura still refuses to believe she actually did all that, and she has to be like, no, bro, I did all of that. I told them to try and bomb a hospital. I need to go to jail.
Very, very, very quick, very last side note on Gift I can think of. It is kind of funny, by the way, that like because of the shit Gift was doing, that like the Glowing Dawn kind of half the time, like by necessity, end up as these like weird cronies for like the ministry / like the World Union.
Yeah, and it's really awesome because at multiple points there's like you can clearly tell they don't want to be doing this because there's that part where like Chairman Wong gets kidnapped and just like Miharu explains what's going on and they're all just kind of like, bro, did you actually do that? Hello?
Yeah.
Like we're gonna save you because like you're a terrorist, but like, bro, what the fuck?
Right.
Anyway, Kyoark, Sochi, my beloved piece of shit that I hate. And now people may come at me and say, Lot, is it the shark teeth? And I'll say, only partially.
Is it the shark teeth combined with the Shinichiro Mickey performance?
Yeah, it is. Oh, yeah.
I'll go get the spray bottle.
Yeah, look. You give me a guy who talks like that and looks like that and acts like that and is so clearly the world's biggest. Actually, I can't even say he's the world's biggest homosexual. That title goes to the guy Kyo was clearly fucking. The adoptive dad of the girl who found him, who like their names are completely escaping me right now, but
Yeah. Okay,
I
gotta say it's really funny that
yeah,
really from a gay guy, like
you're gonna have to repeat that, you cut out.
Oh, I was gonna say I find it really funny that we learn out that Kyo got as motherly as he did because he learned it all from a gay guy.
It is unfucking real, dude.
They just keep giving him boyfriends. It just keeps happening.
I gotta say, by the way, that the guy who they got to voice him was kind of a crazy pick because it's Hikaru Midorikawa, who is most well known at this point for voicing Hiro Yui, the main character of Gundam Wing. That guy, as far as I know, doesn't do a whole lot of anime anymore. Like he does not pick up a bunch of new roles, as far as I know. So getting him for this like random one-off character was kind of crazy.
Yeah. Fucking unreal. Yeah, I'm having trouble finding their fucking names.
Like our random influx, like between Miki and Midorikawa, there was like just this random like really strong like also like fucking Sayori Hayami as the flashback sister in GIF. Like
yeah,
they got this like random like flashes, just like really like high tier, like very well known Seiyu in this show.
Yeah.
Let it not be said that I don't know, Bandai holds back or something. I don't know.
We've been Digimon fans for how long? Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
They cheap out whenever they can. The fact that this show looks like okay at worst is like a small miracle for this franchise, as far as I'm concerned. Have you seen how bad shows as recently as Ghost Game could look? It was rough, dude.
It was really fucking bad.
I think this is such a like. This was in the chat of fucking Digimon Up, where someone was like, "Yeah, I think Ghost Game is better than Beatbreak," and I was like, "What are you on?"
Bro, I'm the world's biggest Ghost Game shooter. No, the fuck it isn't. Come on.
It is. It really is not. Like, obviously everything's subjective, but like, dude, for real.
Is this the hill we're dying on?
Like, if that's your take, that's your take. I just think it's wrong and bad.
Yeah. Just like everything in the Kyo arc was fucking phenomenal. Just all the stuff like explaining why Kyo is the way he is, because like we had been told multiple times throughout the show that, you know, Kyo was a 5-star before. When he was a 5-star, he was fucking brutal, and we do see that. He gets shot in the face, like he gets grazed, and then beats the shit out of a bunch of fucking government agents.
Like stabs one of them, right? Am I remembering that wrong? Or
No, he straight up kills a couple guys. And just like he was that way until a mission goes tits up, and he winds up washing up on like the shore where Narinso eventually gets established, because he's not the one who named it.
Yeah, that's kind of like one of the bigger reveals from this, is that he did not found Narinso.
Yep.
Like that was not his idea.
It was something he inherited from the two people that ran it, which again I can't for the life of me remember their fucking names right now, and I feel like I should. And I can't fucking find them anywhere.
Digimon Beatbreak episode like 40 or something, because I think that was their episode.
I'll try looking it up now. It's like I was trying so hard.
We'll just pause this for a little bit so you can cut this out.
Let's see. Karina and Minoru. Yes, that's their names.
There you go.
Yeah. So Karina and Minoru are the people who established Narinso, and Kyo basically gets fucked up and really, really hurt, washes up nearby. They nurse him back to health. And because he can't leave, he just opts to stay there for a bit, and they are what changes him. Like it's like months I think he winds up spending there. Like it's initially 3 or so weeks for him to like be able to move around, and then once he attempts to leave, they're just like, come on, man.
But you could stay here.
Yeah. And he opts, he says like he basically decides like, fuck it, like the life I've had here these 3 weeks has been better than anything I had on the outside, so you know what, fuck it, I'll just stay here with you guys. And so and like the implication is that like months go by that he's with these people and like grows so attached to them, and they basically become his family. And I do like, because like Karina seems, because Kyo is about 18 at this point, I think.
Yeah.
He's around there, like the 18-19 mark, and Karina seems pretty significantly younger. And like I thought at first it was going to be like it was like his girlfriend or wife or something that wound up dying, but that doesn't really seem to be the case. He almost takes on more of a fatherly role to her, alongside Minoru, who's his other gay. I keep describing Minoru as gay. You need to understand, holy shit.
Yeah.
Let me find a picture of this fucking guy.
It's also, what I like about him is that like he's like that, but also like he's like very clearly got like bags or like wrinkles under his eyes. Like he's like this kind, like that kind of character, also being like a significantly older,
like
guy in like late 30s, like I think, which I don't know, you don't see a lot of guys like that like in anime, I feel like. So that's like a fun.
Is there really just like, okay, wait. Okay, there we go. I found the key art of him.
Yeah.
I'll just drag this into OBS and pray to God it works. Yep, there you go. This is him. This guy.
Absolute fruitcake.
Absolutely gay.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see the fucking it's the fucking shit that put under my fucking VTuber model's eyes, actually. God damn it.
Yeah.
I mean, well, yeah, you're also 30.
Fuck.
Plus.
Damn it. So that's, you know,
got her ass.
She's not the kind of guy you see a whole lot of, especially in anime aimed at this audience. So I thought that was a fun bit. And like, I don't know if he like actually intended to be gay, but also like, come on.
His vocal performance too is very much just like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, that's also that's another notable VA they just randomly got for a one-off character.
I talked about that earlier.
I thought you were talking about Miki.
No, I talked about Midorikawa. like for this guy.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's really interesting. Like, and like it's not a case where like he's just there and like Karina is like doing the he is like, it's like a 50-50 split between them of like their influence on Kyo, because like Kyo takes so much after Minoru. Like the way he is now is so much of what Minoru was when he was staying with them, just like that, doing the cooking, the apron, just having that very like stay-at-home dad.
Yeah.
Like he is so clearly emulating what Minoru was, and I really, really like that. It like puts so much into perspective. And then there's this fucking thing where they have like the big candles, and the preview fucked with people because they show us it from the back, and Minoru's haircut from the back is similar to Clay's. So the preview implies it's like a 5-star party that they're at, but it's actually them celebrating Kyo being with them for a year.
Because it's like hey, like Karina, Minoru, and like there's a Luxmon, which is actually a fun one. I don't think we've seen that one in the show before. And 3 little babies. It's like the Bodamon, I think.
Yeah.
The Guilmon baby and the Gammamon baby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Luxmon is specifically Karina's partner.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I was really worried because like we know shit's gonna go wrong. Like we know that for a fact.
Yeah, that's actually a criticism I've seen some places of the flashback, is that it's kind of like predictable in terms of like where it's gonna go. It's a story that it's definitely been done before.
Yeah,
I don't know. I kind of like
that's called dramatic irony. You fucking morons.
Yeah. I think that very much comes down to execution, and I do think that they like endear these characters enough that like you are slowly starting to actually get like, okay, the shoe's gonna drop any minute. It's gonna fucking
I also think that they kind of get around that by like making their death really fucking brutal for like a kid show.
Yeah, oh my god.
Yeah.
But the specific thing I wanted to point out about that was because like there's that creeping sense of dread because you know things are going to go wrong, and it like peaks during that party because like they like really build up like Kyo blowing out the candles and everything, and then he does it.
And they give him like the gold band, and they all have their own that you see.
And then he does it, and nothing happens, and there's that temporary relief, just like, oh god, thank god they didn't pull the trigger there. It would have been so like fucking like cliche to do it right when like he blows out the candles and everything, and instead there's a full other scene of like him talking to Karina about stuff, and then it happens because like he steps out for a little bit, and like you just like I think it's Karina and Minoru went out into the woods to like gather materials or something, and like you just see Luxmon come back, like, and he like gets deleted, like he's like fucked up and everything, and
he held on long enough to,
and then Kyo rushes to where they were, and Minoru's already dead. He's like, you see his body face down on the ground, there is blood, he is dead, he's already dead, and Karina is like up against a rock bleeding out, and it's just like,
also the babies have been killed.
Yes.
Those babies are fucking dead, dude.
All the babies have been deleted. It's like, it's nuts how hard it hits because they time it perfectly. Because there's that build-up where you think it's about to happen and then it doesn't. And then,
again, it's that thing where it's like, I do think that they sold, for how little these characters were on screen, I think they sold the characters themselves enough that it's like, you kind of catch yourself getting attached even though they're all gonna die.
Yes, absolutely. I was just like, because we knew for a fact Karina was going to die because we've seen Kyo like has the flashbacks about her like briefly, like there's the like obscured flashback of him cradling her, so we knew that he was going to be there when she passed away. Minoru was a surprise, and the fact that he is just already dead when he gets there is fucked.
Yeah,
because he protected or attempted to protect Karina. Oh my god, it's so good. Fuck, I love it. Anyway, and then and then Kyo throws Soju off a cliff.
We haven't even gotten to the actual happenings of the arc yet.
Nope. Yeah, this is all the flashback stuff. Like, that was a bit summary, but like I feel like it was important to kind of like walk through like how it was so clear. Like I don't know. I just like it. I like talking about like the things about it that clearly like informed Kyo's character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about Soji.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, so we previewed this a little bit. We got to talk about the roast thing. I think we got to get that one out of the way.
So, as the one who so boldly claimed this was not misogyny.
You sure?
Yeah, no, I'm sure. I think this is just I do believe this is a case of jobbing in its truest sense, where it is the original intended definition of the word, which is you have a pre-established character who you know is at a level pre-established in the narrative, and they go up against a new threat and lose to them in order to demonstrate how serious the new threat is. It is a classic trope. There is a reason why jobbing is so prevalent in like discussion about anything. It generally has a massive negative connotation.
Yep.
I believe it actually originated in wrestling, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Very much got associated with Shonen Jump manga.
Yes.
Like you know, the original jobber being like Yamcha, like, and I think one of the most infamous examples would be like Renji from Bleach, probably.
Yep, Renji from Bleach. Momo, you were deafened, but I said I believe jobbing did start with wrestling. I believe that is the originator of the term.
I think so, yes.
Mm-hmm. And then, you know, Shonen picked it up. At least Western discussions of it, obviously. What Rose does...
Which isn't fair. That should go to Hitsugaya. He's the bigger one.
God damn it. And what Rose does is like the classic definition of jobbing. She jobs to Soji for the sake of being like, this dude's fucked up. Because like, and like her fight is cool. The stuff it's well animated, and she gets to do some crazy shit in it. And then Soji's like, by the way, I've got this fancy thing called the White Core. I can control 3 perfect levels at the same time, and they're all getting, well, it's 2 at that point. And like, it's the surprise Splashmon. And then he's like, and also they're getting pumped by my fucked up and evil E-Pulse because I am a despicable human being. And he can also take control of other people's Digimon, which is another reason why she loses this fight, is to exemplify that, because Soji manages to get his hands on Lilamon via the 2-on-1 scenario he creates, and then uses Lilamon to Cold Heart Rose. It sucks that it had to happen to Rose. Out of all the characters that currently existed within the narrative, I think she made the most sense to fulfill this role. I do not think it is a case of woman can't do nothing, woman gets fucked up. I think it is a fairly well executed instance of showing the current threat is serious and the current threat is fucking terrible. Just awful piece of garbage.
I think what is the actual problem, quote unquote, with it isn't so much contained within how it happens to her in this arc. It's more that it comes after a, let's call it, rather lackluster end performance in the Gift arc.
Yeah,
to begin with.
She attempts to do the Lilamon super poison against Mephismon, and because of Mephismon's abilities, it just doesn't work because it can rewrite its own DNA as it pleases, so it just makes itself immune to the poison, and whoops, she gets fucked up.
Also, also obviously they're not her, but the fact that her two fucking henchmen are I feel like they came off a lot more incompetent than the show intended.
A little bit. Yeah. They got held back by Makoto and Reina while the real fight was happening.
Because in this arc, okay, so at one point, to kind of I guess to bait Kyo out, there's a point where Kyo is made a bounty.
Yes.
And when this happened, and they do this because Rose getting cold-hearted is pinned on Kyo.
Yes.
So that's why he's put on the bounty. So immediately her two fucking henchmen show up at Glowing Dawn House and are like they're like attacking them, and it's like, it's just a bit of like, I'm sorry, you've messed up too many times for me to take you too seriously now.
You two ain't doing shit. Sit down.
I think them, like, I don't, because like the whole thing with them showing up at the Glowing Dawn headquarters is like, as far as they're concerned, Kyo did it, because they don't even know Soji fucking exists.
Oh, not that I don't. I think they're stupid for thinking it's Kyo. It's more just like it's like, oh god, it's like, oh no, they're here to take us on. I'm like, oh, I don't know. Are Tomoro and friends supposed to be intimidated? They're not hard to deal with.
I like this.
Is
When
more what I
that
mean.
scene came up at the end of the first episode of that arc, I did kind of think to myself, this just comes off as kind of pathetic at this point.
I don't know. Oleamon and Tropiumon fought Scourge, Kirup, and Bearcat to a standstill before. Like, that's the reason Makoto and Reina aren't in the final fight of the gift arc, is because they're busy keeping those two at bay.
I mean, sure, like, I don't know, like, that just,
Hell, Monarch Lisa loses to them, technically. At first. And then he gets.
I don't know if I'd count that.
I
mean,
don't know.
he does lose to them at first, and then Tomoro does his I'm gonna pump you full of so much fucking e-pulse, and then you're gonna explode type of thing. They also get captured by Argamon, but that's a whole other fucking thing.
Yeah, like they pretty much eat shit in like a couple ways in their first performance. They don't just really do anything concrete to begin with. They do hold Scourge, Kurup, and Bearcat back, but like a lot of that is off screen, and it's just like you kind of end up with, by the end of the gift arc, it's like, what do you really done outside of holding Makoto and Reina back a little bit, so the final fight could be like mostly Tomoro, and like they just kind of show up at the end of the first episode, Kyo, like with their fucking "we demand to be taken seriously" sign, and it's just like, even if like I can reason power scaling wise that like you are still a threat, you just kind of haven't done enough for me to think much of you this many episodes later.
I don't know. Like, stuff like that just doesn't bother me, because I'm just like, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. I don't know. It's just like
it's, I guess I more just mean like, since they're like Rose's like underlings, it's like them not doing much as well. It just kind of like, it just doesn't help Rose's case, I guess, for her not her not getting to do all that much in the last arc or two.
I think we can at very least like reach a consensus of like the showing on Rose was just not as strong as the showing on Clay, right? Like,
no, of course not.
We can at very much at least reach that kind of middle ground on it.
Yeah, a lot of that comes from the fact that she's just straight up not the villain of that arc the way Clay was. It took a bit of that swerve where like she was kind of being built up to be the villain, and then as it turns out, no, she wasn't.
Yeah.
Poor woman. Nothing but bad matchups.
Yeah.
Really just drawing the short end of the stick constantly. She's back now though. She'll be good. Excited to see her
in a wheelchair.
Well, yeah, but she's like fine.
Because she's in the hospital.
Yeah.
She'll make the second to last episode save, and it'll probably be the last thing she does.
They're gonna do Avengers Endgame.
Unironically, that's what they're going to do.
She'll do her one thing, like with Naito.
Yeah. That's all they need. They're a secondary character. All they need to get is their one cool thing, and that is enough. If this is a show about the Glowing Dawn, Rose can do her one cool thing, where Lilamon, or I don't know, fucking Rosemon, or fucking give her something new. Give her Reflezimon, just like straight up like blows a dude to smithereens. I'll be like, awesome, you got your hit in. Now, she did say she owed Kyo a favor, so I think best case scenario, she straight up saves Kyo. But
we finally think Kyo's gonna buy it, and Rose flips in. It's like, God damn it, Yuki has to buy all of his dinner now. Yeah, we'll tabulate this for later. I think
Get to
that's
this final episode. I'm gonna be pissed as fuck.
Yeah.
you are.
Gotta renew my passport. God damn it.
I guess the bigger thing to get into too is just like the whole, like, you know, Kyo, heavy air quotes here, betraying the glowing dawn.
I
leaving.
I kind of love, because like when this starts, I'm just like, in the back of my head, I'm just like, don't fucking do this. Come on, I don't need a fucking misunderstanding arc in the middle of this shit. And the fact that he like kicks all their asses and bails, and their reaction is, nah, what's happening? Like, fuck no, like, this ain't real, what's going on? And they immediately go to the information broker and they're like, cough it up, what the fuck is happening? I really like that, because the entire glowing dawn is just like, no, something is clearly happening. He literally,
no, he wouldn't do this out of the blue.
Literally would not do this.
I think, again, maybe this has got to be like a top 5 pop off of the entire show for me. It was like, all right, we got to find out. We got to find out what's really going on. Who's a guy we know but we have like direct access to that would have been there when this happened? They go to that fucking prison. Clay Arson, baby.
Dude, oh my god, them talking to Clay is so fucking good. Oh, it's just like, yeah, no, he would be the one you go to. He was there.
He was like the only one who was arguably
relatively chill.
Yeah, the only one who was arguably into 5 stars longer was Rose, who's cold-hearted. So, yeah, this is the guy you go down the list. That's him.
Just, oh, dude, and the fact that he's just like, why the fuck would I help you? And
he's such a shit heel about the entire time. Like, he clearly hates these fucking kids for ruining his entire empire.
It's so awesome. He's so good. I'm so glad they did go back and like revisit Clay, and he still sucks.
Yeah.
Like, he's helpful, but like he sucks so fucking bad about it. And they're just keeping him in a fucking like underground prison. Cause yeah, he's really fucking dangerous.
They put me in the cube.
I see, it's that, but I also like it in a like sort of showcase way of, this is like how fast and hard the system can and will drop your ass if it doesn't like you.
Yep.
After propping you up for as long as it has.
A member of the 5 stars, the fucking elite hit group of the fucking basically ruling body of the government, as far as we're concerned. And it's just like, oh, you fucked up and got beaten by a group of cleaners? You are nothing. You are literally nothing. Rot in jail, asshole. Oh, it's it's good stuff. Man.
There was also the human trafficking and all that.
Well, yeah, but do you think the fucking government cares about that?
That wasn't like, they might have even known about it and just like were like letting that shit go until it was a public fucking scandal.
Yeah. And then someone else took the fall because they wanted to keep Clay around.
Yep.
Crazy shit.
I also, on that note, I really like the weird like arm's length like kind of cooperation they've got with like especially the main ministry guy.
Yes. Oh, I love it.
Like, I always like that he clearly like, he's like, there's really not much he's able to do, but he's clearly very aware that there's people above him just getting up to all sorts of like shit, and he just can't really touch them.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like still a part of the system, so he is in a way a problem, but he is like weirdly trying to help where he can. Like, he knows that like if like they talk about Miharu at the start of the arc too, where they're like, what's gonna happen to her, and it's like he's like, because I think he's even the one who says like, if the fucking World Union gets their hands on her, they're going to do the same shit to her they did to her sister.
Yes, so he straight up says like they would kill her. We are going to prevent that from happening because that's fucked up.
Yeah, he's like
so
he words in it wasn't like no one will reach her where we've put her.
Yeah, like a literal like we're saying that we have to put her under constant surveillance, and that kind of gets the world union off our backs, which is like a fucked up way of going about it. But like it's like the best he can do to like not get her fucking killed the way it is.
Yeah, and like because at the same time she's a fucking terrorist. Like he can't let her go free, and he clearly doesn't want to because like at the end of the day he is in that system and he's part of the corporate ladder, and like it very much feels like he got into that position and just kind of like slowly realized how fucked the system he's a part of is, and is just like fuck, man.
Fucking civil ministry guy kind of gets an arc like throughout the show, but it's very low key because like his first appearance is just like fucking sending that Kurum onto the glue factory, and now he's like doing this shit.
Yeah, he's very much like, yeah, he feels he's like I obviously can't do this stuff, but like doing things by the book isn't working. So how can I work around these people?
I like it a lot. Like again, especially the thing with Miharu specifically. It's like very like low key, but like very chewy in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
he's working against the system within the system. Like he's like clearly it's the wrong way to go about it, but it definitely strikes me as someone who has just kind of like in for a penny.
He reached the end of the rope.
Yeah,
kind of just a guy who's like, I'm just not the guy to like incite revolutionary action, and maybe that's you could still like see that as a moral failing on his part, but like trying to do what he can with like feeling like, well, I'm in this position, let me see what I can get done in that. I don't know, it's like one of the weirdly like stronger bits of like commentary from the show that's kind of on like a lower key than a lot of the other stuff.
Yeah, and it has been like an evolution throughout, because like he obviously doesn't really like working with the Glowing Dawn, or even it seems to fundamentally disagree with their philosophy, because like
and
seemingly he does believe that Digimon shouldn't exist. He is in that camp, but now the people that the Digimon are getting attached to are getting involved, and he's just like not like at this point it'd be like, just because they're Digimon involved, am I going to let people die? It's very interesting.
It's interesting because it's kind of the opposite way as well. Like they've both got misgivings about working with the other, but kind of realize like we just kind of get the best results we are like looking for if we do it this way.
Yeah. It's man, this show might be really fucking good.
Yeah.
It just might be good.
Anything else from Kyo arc? So at the very end of the Kyo arc, they kind of go into more like during the Kyo arc they explain what the white core is, like I explained earlier, but the whole like amplifying and absorbing e-pulse thing, and Kishiwada explains that his whole reason for giving it to Soji was to pump it full of fucked up and evil e-pulse, and then hand it off to Chairman Wong for the sake of being like, I know you need this. Here it is. I did this for you. Make me a 5-star. And so he does.
And Kanada's just like, why? How can you fucking trust this guy? Well, yep. That's what you're here for.
Dude. I made a post the other day that was just like, so like, do we think Chairman Wong's gonna take off Kanada's chastity belt before or after episode 45?
Well, you know my response.
Yeah. It's ooh, they are setting this guy up. There's he's gonna do something.
It's really funny because like the Kyo arc's very dense, but at the same time, I think we've kind of gone through most of it.
All the stuff that like really we would need to talk about as far as like a retrospective and review of it. Yeah.
There's the end of it where Habakirimon shows up. So
yeah, Habakirimon sure does fucking show up. Oddly enough, the Habakiri animation cut is less impressive than the Murasame vs. 3 Perfect Levels animation cut, which looks fucking crazy.
Can I be so for real?
Yeah.
I don't like how Habakirimon's multiple arms look in the anime compared to like how it's like depicted in like like card art and stuff.
I think he looks a
Something
lot
about the
better
way
on the
they're
card.
something about the way they're animating Habakirimon specifically does not really work for me.
I think they
Yeah,
maybe
I'm
just
kinda
had
the
to make
same boat.
some concessions on how it was, because I think they also saw a post where it's like it was meant to have like like the Desert Fox kind of look, but it didn't translate as well over in animation. So I think it may have just been
There's a lot of
not it.
Yeah, there's like a lot of fine detail that you can get on like a piece of still art, like a TCG card, that you cannot feasibly do with animation. And like
Sometimes it's like I feel like a lot of the time Digimon survive under that pretty fine. I don't think Habakirimon was one of them, sadly.
Habakirimon had a rough transition to animated 2D.
True. Kind of crazy though, if it that is the first proper level 6 without any caveats that we've gotten in the entire show.
And he shows up to nuke Soji from orbit. Like, straight up one taps that bitch.
I did see, like, I again been playing way too much fucking Beatbreak in the TCG. I saw the actual like move Habakiri do all that. And it's like, motherfucker, I wish that effect was as good as that looks. Jesus Christ.
All I do is fucking like it's a blanket DP reduction that's not enough to get rid of most important bodies. Fuck.
Damn.
But like
man, I want that.
The build up to the Habakiri, like of Kyo like getting back on his feet and everything is, oh, it's so good. Oh, it's like so fucking good. Holy shit, dude. Just
the fucking like gong sounds that they're like that accompany like all his big moves.
Oh, it's really like good. Oh, it's so fucking gorgeous. Just like I don't care how many times it gets done. There will never be something that is more just fucking cool than slowly walking up to the person you're about to fucking decimate while explaining why you are about to fucking annihilate them. It is so good every time. Without fail. And then he hangs Soji over the waterfall and doesn't kill him because, of course, like you can't like. Yeah, you can't do that.
But he gave him one hell of a wedgie.
That's true. I think it's awesome that like at the end, Soji still didn't get it, and he never will because he's just fucking awful.
Okay,
sorry, go.
You go. Because
I like that. It's just I like in the end he didn't even really quite get that what he was feeling was experiencing was the fear of death.
Yeah.
Okay, can I say, I get that it's like they're not actually trying to make me sympathize with Soji or whatever. The random cut to like 5 seconds of, oh, actually he was abused as a child was like, I got some real like Kurashira Shoji made up a fake backstory to make people feel sad for me. Just like such an include, but like I guess it explains it, but like man, what a fucking like. Kind of a hard swerve for something you just kind of threw in for like 5 seconds.
So, rather than that being like Soji, God, I'm trying to explain what I think that was more of. It's like, I think the reason he has that flash as Kyo is about to throw him over the edge is just like that kind of explanation and realization that when that happened to him is the only time he's felt, quote, alive, and he's been chasing that high ever since. Like, it really just kind of exemplifies that Soji is beyond broken as a person. Like, from the get-go, like, when he was a child, he felt most, I guess, alive when he was being beaten by his father. And he's, like, looking for that again. And it's, like, kind of gross in a really interesting way, and I kind of like it a lot. It's like just so
makes sense for it to be Kyo. He's a dad.
Just the father figure. Yeah. But like, and I think that's part of the reason why he was so attached to Kyo is because like Kyo was that kind of just brutal guy that, like, I guess his father was. And again, this is me reading way too much into 5 seconds of footage. I just think it's really fun, and I like the interpretation of it just being like this really gross kind of like, no, yeah, Soji is just genuinely like built wrong. There is just something deeply wrong with him, and it's never getting fixed. Oh well.
At that point, you kind of have to just remove him, because at that point, like, he is literally just becoming a danger to people who had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, and it's like, in the end, maybe it would have been better for Kyo to kill him, but like, and you just, he can't. It's very much just like the fucking like Batman philosophy. It's just like, it would just so sour everything Kyo is to actually take a life after everything he's done at this point. Like, he has finally like reached the kind of like redemption he's kind of trying to get to, and like that's kind of the whole point, is like the entirety of the Glowing Dawn telling him like, you're a good person, man. Like, we've only known you as this good person. To us, you are that good person. And he's just like, ah, fuck. Maybe I am a good person, finally. It rules. I fucking love
really
this
wanted
art.
to kill him, though.
But maybe you should have dropped him.
Yo, you're a really good dude. We heard your backstory. Go back over
In
there.
Yuki's defense, he did survive the last time he fell down there.
That's true. Honestly, in that case, maybe it was better Kyo didn't drop him, because like if he dropped him and he survived again, we don't know where he is. That's scary.
Yeah.
At least if he keeps him there, they know where he is.
Keep an eye on him.
I'm just imagining like a fucking episode 42 was the one that was last week, right?
Yep.
And just imagine like episode 42 just opens up and like Tomura, Makoto, and Reina are all just like, you probably should have killed him.
We're all just in the fucking table, just. You probably should have.
Like, you shouldn't have dropped him, but like maybe you should have just like kicked his teeth in or something. Like cut
You
his
should have roughed
throat.
him up a little bit.
Yeah, like what he did was fucked up, man.
Tomino takes out a piece of paper, so like, here are the optics.
All right, everyone. A PowerPoint presentation time. Why Kyo Sawashiro probably should have killed Soji. from a
If we weren't gonna kill him, maybe break his leg, break his arm, teach him a lesson.
Purely from a
They can show it
logical
on their
standpoint.
they can display it on their shitty TV.
Yeah, their shitty broken TV. Okay, I'm done looking too much into 5 seconds of flashback footage.
All right. I mean, I think we've kind of
Yeah.
done a wrap on the just like, again, just kind of talking about the thing we kind of more vaguely talked about. Just like this one, especially after Gift, felt refreshing because it kind of felt like the show refining the footing it had in the first half a little bit. Like just the way that like things kind of interlinked, where like, you know, things were placed, like how the flashback arc like where it was put, how it interacted with the rest of it. Just like it felt like it had like kind of re-grabbed the momentum of the first half. That just kind of felt like it like again lost its footing a bit during Gift.
And based on episode 42, we are chugging along. Holy fuck, that episode was crazy. I really wish we could talk about it now because I want to so fucking bad. It legitimately is one of the best episodes of the entire series.
All right, so let's talk some future predictions. A lot. Put the image up on screen.
Oh yeah, I forgot we were gonna do that. Give me a second. I gotta turn on studio mode.
Well, you see, Kishiwada is the key to all of this.
Kishiwada's the key to all this.
I mean, genuinely, he probably is, but
He's a funnier character than we've ever had before.
All right,
power scaling all of the characters against Kishiwada.
Gotcha.
let's talk predictions.
The writing of
dude.
Aaron.
The genius of Aizen.
And the pettiness of Dio. Someone fucking say the last one.
Oh god.
The aura
Oh.
of Sukuna.
There he is. Kishiwada Kanchi. It's fucking.
God, his design sucks.
It's so awesome. He's so nothing, and like visually, he is so nothing, and I cannot wait for him to be the most important guy.
Oh, this sucks. I could probably edit his color scheme to actually be Aizen.
He kind of is already wearing like the Aizen coat, just in a really shit color scheme that is not the thing at all.
All right, future me. If I do it, slap it in here.
So, what are some of your harder like predictions coming up on the
like
next
actual
fight?
ones?
So I think it is actually worth pointing out that like we know that like the show is not getting some kind of magic second core or like second
Yes.
season. Like they on the most recent Digimon Times announced that like there's gonna be just a whole new show. Like it's like they specifically used the word airing, so it's like a TV thing that's like so it's airing next year.
Yes.
It's the 30th anniversary like celebration show. I don't know if it's gonna mean anything in terms of like
I fucking hope it
past
doesn't.
crossover content. Dog, I'm so ready for the third Agumon protagonist rookie, dude. It's gonna be sick.
If it is an anniversary show in any way, shape, or form, I will be killing myself.
Okay. Here's the one, like, if we're gonna put a lot like an older guy to make the protagonist that I would actually be down for. If it was Vidramon specifically.
I'd be okay with Vidra or Doru as the protagonist.
Yeah. I think that'd be fine.
That's it though.
That's it. But so because of that, we know that this show is ending at 49 episodes.
Yes,
I think,
there are 7 more episodes, including the one airing tonight as of this recording. And again, from what we've seen, the past 5 episodes have just been like a pedal to the metal. So we're about to see some shit happen.
Heal, please. Please, dude.
They're gonna put Tomoro in the Pear Wiggler.
So, can we incorporate the events of episode 42 into our predictions? Because one of the biggest ones.
I just think we don't like discuss the actual like things about the episode until the next one, but like we can use what we know here because otherwise it'd be like much less interesting already. So.
Yeah, genuinely, 42 already established like an insane amount of stuff that's just like, oh fuck, is this where they're going with this? So, not for nothing, it feels like a Tratismon is very close to happening, and I know we've said this how many fucking times now.
Dog, okay, like dog, for real. Hang on. I need to grab him. Where you at, buddy? Fuck's sake. There he is. Dog, I've been fucking saucing people on this card for like almost 3 months. Where the hell is he?
Hold on, I just got a really good idea.
I mean, there was the theory with... Am I allowed to say the spoilers of the new Digimon that appeared?
You can say the name.
The Helios Bowmon? Or Boamon? Yeah. There was I think it was on Twitter, of like a Tratismon's attack name.
What's up? What are you laughing at?
Oh, nothing. A Tratismon's attack name being Eclipse Impact, and then like Geckomon having the moon symbolism, and then obviously Helios Boamon.
Helios is the sun.
Is like,
oh man, I'm the cuck.
Dog, I got
why am I the blonde one?
I just did it in order.
Like the thing. No, there's also the thing where people have suspected for a while that a Tratis might be like a Lamia type thing, and obviously we now have Helios Boamon, who's a snake. So there's kind of a lot pointing that like either it's like some kind of fucked up fusion of Geckomon and Helios Boamon. It's maybe Helios Boamon infused with Tomoro's E-Pulse or something.
Or it could be my personal prediction is Tomoro / Geckomon getting pumped full of the fucked up white core E-Pulse.
Yeah.
I have a question, and it might be a stupid question. When they revealed Atratusmon, did they specify that it was Geckomon's level 6?
No.
No,
Yes.
but it has it's green black, which is Geckomon's colors in the deck, and also it literally has the fucking moon symbol on it.
Yeah.
That's okay, fair. I was also considering of like, what if it is literally just Helios Boamon's level 6
I
instead of
thought
Gecko?
about that, but again, the moon symbolism on it, like,
Yeah.
The big.
Also,
Oh, go ahead.
so here's one of mine that kind of coincides with it. I don't know if I think Kyo is 100% safe, because I cannot get past the idea that Atratus is the whole mourning aspect of it.
It's either him or they just lose
Or-
Asuka's egg forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, or Asuka forever. That also could be it. Like Asuka
Like,
dies.
I feel like from Kyo, like he would get obviously like a reaction out of that, but I feel like you'd get
Entirely
more
different.
reaction of like, oh hey, my older brother, the last thing I have left is gone forever.
And then, like,
Fuck everything.
simultaneously, because Asuka dies, the fucking white core and all the Epos within it gets put on Tomoro, and that's, all that combines into Atratusmon happening.
I do struggle to imagine them like putting the fish, like the lure of Asuka in front of us and then going, actually you can't have him though.
Yeah, I think it would be really bad if he died for real. I do predict something is going to happen to him, maybe getting cold-hearted right after finally being reunited, and that is going to be the trigger. Like, Tomoro is just going to fucking lose it. I don't think they're going to straight up kill him. I think that'll be a bit much.
The only reason why is, again, the actual meaning of Atratusmon's name kind of lingers in as like something.
You can mourn for things that aren't dead.
Maybe some people think that'd be like lame, but I think if even if that's what happened, you could still the name Atratus would still work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, I've been playing this guy. I've seen this one fucking card for so much time. So I've killed so many people on this fucking thing, dude. Please let him show up.
He will.
I also want megas for everyone else, for the record.
Lot's been so mad over this thing at me for so long.
I have been. The card's the bane of my existence. Oh yeah, speaking, because Leon just said that. My prediction is group Mega Evo. Like, I'm predicting Scourge, Bearcat, and Monarch all getting their proper ultimate levels at the same time as a group evolution at like the 45 mark or so.
Because one, there's just not like Scourge, Kirov, and Bearcat especially were just kind of the culmination of Makoto and Reina's like big personal like hang-ups, like, so you can't really do, and also you can't really do like, I feel like anything you would try to put on top of that would feel kind of forced, like ancillary a bit,
Especially
oh yeah, we needed,
with the lack of episodes we have,
and also like the Savers level 6, aside from Rave, I think we're also all a group Evo.
It's a really cool one too. I fucking love that. That episode's really cool.
Yeah.
It is worth noting that like we all thought that the level 6s were gonna be like impossible to get to without outside help, but it was just another like extension of like both Tamer and Digimon feeling the same emotion.
Yes.
So in theory, I think it doesn't necessitate like more character development.
So also, this is this is not the fullest evidence, I will admit, but because I'm going to talk about the card game a little bit more. Sorry, for the new core set BT26 for the Digimon TCG is like about to drop. Like, I think like pre-releases in like less than 2 weeks at this point. So what they typically do is that they show off a bunch of the new decks or the decks that got new support, like in these exhibition matches from the actual staff. And for the one they did for all the support Glowing Dawn's gonna get, the guy did very much like, there was like a line that's like, oh, they got to be getting like the level 6 as soon as like they like very much hitting like, no, like for specifically for Bearcat and Scourge Kirop, there's going to be level 6s.
Yes.
So they're almost certainly happening. It's just a matter of how. When?
It's very funny that like they put Bearcat in this set when they can't put the level 6 in. And so the Bearcat level 6 is probably going to be in the same set as the Kirup Focus set, which is bizarre. I imagine they're both just going to get entirely new lines of cards at that point, because they also both desperately need a second of each of their like things so they can be their own unique decks.
Yeah. Actually, there's already like now 2 Prissies and 2 Wolvers, so that's that.
Wait, really?
Kirop is still, yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, there's a Wolver for taunt now instead of doing the Evo reduction thing.
Gotcha.
And a Pristy Searcher. It's a pile still probably gonna be the best way to play that, but that's for beside the point.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we know almost certainly the level 6s are coming. Also, just the card game in general, it's like, no, these guys, like, they're gonna want level 6s for like the deck, but they got like really, from what I understand, really well selling starter deck product out. Like, they're gonna want that shit. So it's gonna happen. It's a matter of how and when.
Yeah. And yeah, I'd like all money on Group Evo as like them all like rallying together as the as a family is going to be the inciting incident. Perhaps to fuck up Satan Gokuamon.
So let's speak about that. Can we talk about the fucking fraud stars over here?
Yeah.
Ooh,
oh man.
Ooh, when I get Satan Gokumon, I'm gonna go crazy, dude. Ooh,
it is
I swear.
so funny that exactly one of the 5 stars has been effective in, well, 2 technically now, because they made Kishiwada a 5-star, and he's been pretty fucking effective.
Yeah.
Like, Clay is the only one who did anything, because he was the main antagonist of the second arc of the show. Rose, poor girl,
Tried.
And then
failed miserably, but tried.
Kaito has like did his one thing and then clearly lost interest in anything that was going on because Kyo's in his eyes a little bitch baby now, and Honoga, she's just happy to be here. Well, actually no, she's rather unhappy to be here. She doesn't want to be here.
She's just there to go Kaito-sama and then get on with her day.
Yeah, she doesn't want to fucking be
sucks.
here.
That was a design I liked too. She got nothing.
That's fine. I'm fine with her just being like, yeah, no, fuck it. She don't care.
Yeah, but that means there's less time with that design on screen.
Yeah, it's true. It's fine. I got other things to get attached to.
And then me and Canada has been like, ooh,
when I
know it's been 42
something...
episodes, and I've only interacted with the plot maybe twice, but ooh, it's gonna be soon. I'm gonna get Satan Gokumon. It's gonna be awesome. Ooh.
Canada's current contributions to the plot include intentionally overloading the E-Pulse inside a Marine Bullmon and sicking it on the Glowing Dawn base for fun, seemingly, just because he could, and ambushing
he fucked
Tomoro.
Over also and fucking over Clay.
Oh yeah, and fucking over Clay, which is really funny. And then ambushing Tomoro with Gokuamon and beating the fuck out of him so that he could throw him into an underground fighting pit. Seemingly also for fun.
And then that's it. Like, this character felt so built up as like kind of the guy for Tomoro to verse, and it's probably still gonna happen. Boy, he sure has done fuck all for like 40 episodes total. You just like kind of figured he'd be doing more stuff like here and there, but just like, no, there's like straight up entire arcs where he gets to do maybe one thing, if even that.
It's gonna be so awesome when like the confrontation between Tomoro and Gokuamon happens, and like Tomoro's like so focused and like ready to pounce on this fucking monkey that has been torturing him for an entire year of his life, and then Kanada's gonna walk out and Tomoro's gonna be like, who the fuck are you? I've never seen you in my life.
He's like, I'm the guy who's behind the monkey, and is like, dude, I've like never seen you.
I have beef with the monkey. I guess you were included in that too, but who?
The 5th star. But you sure?
Has Tomoro said a fucking word to Khan? I think he literally just knows the monkey.
He only knows the monkey.
No, didn't he? No, he did. He did talk to Canada when he was in during the Clay bit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he Like he showed up and spoke to him there, didn't he?
Okay. Oh,
Did he?
did
No,
he?
no, I don't think he did.
I think he may
No.
have revealed
got his
himself
ass in-
when he kidnapped Tomoro.
Yeah, but like, was Tomoro already knocked out
He
at that
might have
point, or
been.
yeah? Like, I think he genuinely has beef with the monkey and is like, who the fuck's behind the monkey? I'm trying to find out who did the monkey thing. I guess what I'm more trying to say is maybe there's just nothing there. Who knows? I do think you would have at least expected that there was like more of any kind of dynamic between Kaneda and Tomoro, because now it's like if the confrontation happens, it's just kind of, oh, finally I can beat that monkey who's been kind of bugging the shit out of me.
I mean, the big beef is that he knows that Gokuamon is the one that stole Asuka's E-Pulse.
Yeah,
Like that he knows for sure because he watched it happen.
I know. It's just like, again, his beef with the monkey.
Yeah, his
I
beef
don't
is
really care
entirely
about
with
the
the monkey.
guy.
It's gonna be so fucking funny, like, because like I'm sure the reaction he'll get is like he'll be angry too because he'll recognize it's the tamer and be appropriately angry at him as well because he was the one who gave the order. But it's just imagining him being like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Oh wait, I gotta talk to the monkey.
Is Kaneda one of the bigger potential men in Digimon?
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, well, he's actually done things and like interacted with the plot. Like he has actively done something.
I feel like I'd put
You
that.
mean
Yeah, like
Asuka's E-Pulse
like
or I
he-
retire?
like
And I still believe that he can do things. Like,
Yeah.
like he's always
Yeah,
been
there's still,
doing
like,
stuff
7
in the
episodes left.
background. I feel like I'd apply that more to Kaito at this point, honestly.
See, that's the thing. I call Kaneda potential man because there's any level of potential that you could even like cope about with Kaito. No, there fucking isn't.
He did that really cool
They're not-
thing where he
they're-
blew up an entire
Peaked in,
gas
he
field.
peaked in high school.
There's not even an if or when with that guy. There's just a never was.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
like I'm sure
I'm
he will.
Kyo's boyfriend. Which one?
I'm sure they'll like. I'm expecting him to have a big fucking fight with someone in a few episodes, but it's just kind of like. I think you waited too long to. So I think most people aren't gonna care as much anymore.
Like, there's clearly gonna be some kind of big fight between like him and Kyo, and it's gonna be like, okay, that was a fight over something that you talked about in episode like 11, and then never again. Like,
There's gonna be a wash.
So honestly, that might not even happen. I'm starting to think maybe Kaito's gonna try and fight Kaneda because they don't like each other. At the most, like what we know about Kaito is that he really does not fucking like Kaneda at all. He hates that fucking guy. And like,
is he gonna job so Satan Gokuamon happens? Is that what you're predicting?
maybe not so Satan Gokuamon happens. I think Kaito is just going to job to Kaneda for the sake of establishing, maybe not even establishing Kaneda, maybe just to be like, Kaito just kind of goes out like a bitch. And like that might kind of, maybe not be the point, but just like...
I think that's at this point the best thing you can do with that character, because like if they do try to get the big like, oh, we're finally resolving our rivalry with like Kyo thing, like I at this point I think that would be too little too late. So I think that might be the better path to take with that guy.
Yeah.
They could do something like they start to do like the rivalry battle, and like there's the whole thing about how Kyo won't kill a Digimon, and then fucking Kaneda comes in and does it anyways.
It would also be really funny if he tried to go for it and then Kyo just immediately sauces his ass by going Habakiri, and it's just like, well, fuck.
Gets
There I
humbled.
go. Yeah.
Just like you've been sitting around doing fucking nothing while everyone else has been either training or having some self-discovery.
Yeah, genuinely, I also think that would be pretty good if like Kyo just absolutely flosses on him and he kind of has the crushing realization that, wow, he stagnated. Kyo may have changed, but he got better. You, bro? Nah.
Nah.
Like you haven't even seen him like, like just like you cut to him like on some kind of mission and he just like demolishes a guy or something. You know, he's literally just been fucking sitting around doing nothing, seemingly.
Been chilling. Because he has nothing, like, his whole life's purpose was getting Kyo back, and now Kyo doesn't give a fuck.
It was kind of funny because they put the weird, like, dark version of Apollomon from Crosswords in the reference book, like, not too long, like, pretty much around his, like, big first appearance in Beatbreak, and people are like, is that gonna be, like, a thing? Like, he's gonna use that? And, like, at this point, like, maybe, but probably not.
Yeah. It'd be so fun if we didn't even see Apollomon.
We might
sitting
not.
around there with Flaremon? Is that his
Flaremon.
name?
Yeah.
Dog, come on.
Actually, now that I think about it, I think I've seen some of the preview episodes for 43 show him there, so maybe he actually does do something.
It's gonna be so funny when in like an episode of it airs in like 4 hours, I think, over here, like just immediately disproves specifically everything we talk about here.
It's gonna be so fucking funny. It's just like, this episode was recorded before the episode aired. It was recorded 3.5 hours beforehand, so if we say anything wrong, oops.
Oopsie.
Hi, future Yuki here. Man, I hope he doesn't get anything though. He doesn't deserve it.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. I'm starting to get really tired, so we should probably wrap this up. It's been 3 hours.
Yep.
Probably.
All right. Yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot left to talk about predictions-wise, aside from Kishiwada will, in fact, just be the most important guy, and we all agree on that.
He's gonna get really hot at the very end.
He's gonna. I'm telling you, he's gonna do the thing where he slicks his hair back. The beard will just disappear.
And his whole face shape, and like when he does that, his whole face shape will suddenly morph into a much more distinct look.
Yeah, exactly.
I will be the one who stands at the top.
He'll suddenly have definition in his face. And...
Yeah. His coat will just unzip, and there'll be like rippling fucking abs underneath for no fucking reason.
Either that or the Digimon that he secretly is like absurdly hot.
That could also be the case. It's like an entirely new Digimon that's just like oiled up.
It's just called Hot Man Mon.
I was gonna say oiled up and twerking Man Mon.
So Hot Man Mon is the level 5, and then Oiled Up and Twerking Man Mon is the level 6 that he evolves into.
The adult level is Throw It Back Mon. Anyway,
Jesus fucking Christ.
Is the child something like Bounce Mon?
God.
All right, so committing to it. Next episode, we're doing Tamers.
Yes,
we're finally doing Tamers.
Yeah,
I'm excited. I've never seen Tamers.
It's been a long time
I need to
coming.
check the fucking Try episode. When Tamers was promised to me. I need to go check.
It's been over a year. I'm sorry.
I need to go check how fucking long that was.
It's been over a year. I'm so fucking sorry.
God.
It's been over a year.
Oh God.
Yeah. What? Yup. Let's see. From the creators who, I gotta pause this immediately. From the creators who didn't even watch O2 was published on December 24th, 2024. It's almost been 2 years.
Brother, I'm gonna throw up. Don't fucking tell me that. Don't tell me we've been on this ride for 2 years.
I am so fucking sorry to everyone who has been involved in the hell on earth my life became immediately after we recorded that fucking Try episode. Things have not stopped happening. But we're gonna get to Tamers. The Liberator.
It's gonna be awesome, right?
Liberator, it will be. Tamers is really good. The Liberator wrap up will happen eventually. That'll be like a low key little thing where we'll just kind of talk about it. Maybe at this point closer to Elysion's launch to kind of celebrate when that happens. Maybe it'll be more of a retrospective at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll do that. I'm assuming either next week or the week after.
Yeah, we'll work it out. See how everyone's feeling about doing it next weekend. But that will be a live stream. It'll be announced a day or two beforehand. It'll be over on my Twitch, or actually no, it'll just be on the YouTube. We could do that now. It'll just be on the YouTube channel. Yeah, and it'll be all our new art assets, all the new graphics. It'll be great.
We get to use our new Fugis.
Yeah, look forward to it. This is not my new Fugi that you're seeing right now. This is a cute little thing Mimi drew for me randomly.
Gigamon.
Gigamon on my Sona's outfit. One of my Sona's outfits. You'll see the other Sona when we start Tamers.
All right. For real. Actually, for real.
Yes.
See you for Tamers, everybody.
We'll see you next time for Divecast's Tamers.
I'll kill myself. I'll do it.
The Digitame Divers.